my screen. So let me get y'all situated some way, somehow. Let's see. So y'all can get to see my screen. Okay, perfect. I'm trying to struggle. I'm kind of struggling trying to get y'all on the screen. So let me just see to make sure that y'all can really see today. Okay, perfect. So I hope y'all can really see my screen today. Now, yesterday, we went over, hi. Yesterday we went over actually finding errors on your accounts. Now, y'all know we had this big glitch today or something. I don't know what happened today, but whoever filled out that form, I literally have no access to that form. So I'm not sure like who filled it out. Hey Antonio, so I'm not sure who actually filled it out. Y'all gonna probably have to fill that thing. I want to say fill it out again, but y'all gonna have to probably inside the course. If y'all know y'all want to have us review your credit reports, I have my phone number in there. Okay, so y'all gonna probably have to fill that out or something. I'm not sure, but I don't have access to anybody to fill that out. So my assistants can't technically call you all. So that's really not good. But yeah, and I've been trying to figure out how to get that information. So the people that messaged me, I wasn't able to respond to you all, but everybody that purchased their books, I made sure you all got the link to the course, which was very important. So I made sure of that. So I'm happy about that. Let me make sure okay, so there we go. I'm sorry, my video was playing. So yeah, just make sure y'all all have access. So right now I'm just trying to put the products on here, you all. Yeah, so y'all gonna see, I'm just trying to put the products on here. Make sure you're on the same page. I have one of the books very discounted now because basically TikTok is trying to get us ready for Black Friday. So one of the books are literally less than $10, which is this main book right here. It's only like 29 copies left that is discounted. So y'all make sure y'all get a copy of it if that's what you want. And I was supposed to send one of you some documents or send something. I keep going through the messages. I literally cannot find that message. So if it's you, I was supposed to send you something. I apologize. Please message me back and say, hey, Keita, you have not, it's through text. You're not live on TikTok? Um, yeah, maybe you didn't see it or something, but I'm live on TikTok. So yesterday, I got a lot of questions. Please make sure you all continue to tap the screen. But I got a lot of questions. I have a lot of new people come in, basically saying things like, "Oh, I thought this, I thought that." I'm gonna make sure I save questions until the end because I feel like for the 7 o'clock class, I had to like rush y'all out of the door, kind of like, "Oh, let's top of the 8 o'clock class." So I wanted to make sure that like today we're gonna go over the same thing as yesterday because this is the day I really need to teach y'all about these things. But I wanted to make sure I showed y'all how to quickly get that credit report the easy way and be able to find those errors. So I flipped my screen so I don't have to actually hold it. So you all will be able to actually see everything. So that's going to be really nice. So let me actually share that window. Um, so y'all are going to see like my back end, but it is what it is. So don't forget to, before I actually show you all this, what's that? That's okay, guys. Alright, right, right. No, they didn't. Okay, we got another free book, I guess. Um, but what was I trying to show y'all? Okay, so this is what I wanted to show y'all. Make sure every single day, make sure y'all are filling this stuff out. Remember the Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax? Make sure you all are putting that on your workbooks every time y'all come in. So between 7 to 7:05, while we're waiting on everybody to come in, please make sure you all are filling that out. And the people that's just not coming in late, I said, who put that form out yesterday? I don't know what happened. Something wrong with my camera. There we go. I don't know what happened yesterday. For the people that filled out the form, I'm guessing this glitch that happened. It happened like with TikTok too. So I'm not able to see who filled out that form. So inside of the course, you all have access to be able to fill out the application, or you all have access to my phone number. So I suggest you all text, call. I know my assistant said she talked to a few of you all today because y'all actually text and call. But I'm not gonna depend on that form anymore because I don't even know who's on that form, which is horrible. So if you filled it out, I apologize. I don't have your information anymore. I also said too, it was somebody I text. You know, I text y'all a link saying, "Hey, this is the link to the course." It was somebody I was texting and they asked me to send them something. I said, "Oh, I'll email it to you." I don't see that text message anymore at all. So if I said I was gonna send something out to you, okay, blessed today, you actually filled out that form, that's good. If I say I was gonna send something out to you and I did not, I apologize. And I'm glad that I really can't see y'all comments on here. I see how the phone is flipped. I'm not gonna try to look at y'all comments yet. I just want to make sure I get out everything I need to get out today because I don't want to get distracted like yesterday. Because yesterday I felt like I literally just rushed y'all out the door. Like I feel like that. And then in the second class, somebody was like, I'm so confused, you all over the place. But again, all we had to do yesterday, I was telling y'all, all y'all had to do was to literally go get y'all credit reports. I didn't care about nothing else. That's all we had to do anyway. If y'all look at day 3, and what they said we had to do with day 3 of our workbook, it was how to get your credit reports for free, right? So all I was supposed to do, let me actually go here. All I was supposed to do is show you this here. So let me actually make this a little bit smaller. All I was supposed to do yesterday was show y'all this here, right? But then I told y'all, hey, listen, don't worry about this if y'all gonna do disputes. I showed y'all another place, which is here, where y'all can get y'all credit reports for just $1. Let me scoot this over just a little bit. Y'all can get y'all credit reports and credit scores too. Y'all get y'all credit scores for just $1 with the trial. Y'all can cancel out the trial. So I told y'all to come here. That's all I was supposed to do is show y'all how to come here. And then another thing was I was supposed to show y'all how to actually highlight errors if you see anything different. And I told y'all that I'm not going through the thing like I showed y'all how to do it. I'm not doing it myself, but everybody don't have access to this program that I have right here that already highlights the errors. But I said, y'all talking to me now, y'all have access to it, and I'm willing to give everybody a copy of this. So I said, hey, get this instead because it already highlights all of the errors for you. So yesterday, when I started teaching y'all about finding errors, I was just saying that so that today y'all not all the way confused. Y'all kind of understood what I was talking about yesterday. Did y'all understand exactly what I was talking about yesterday? Let me know yes or no when I was like pointing out the different errors that's on your account. Um, let me know if you understood exactly what I was talking about. Okay, Georgia, you understood what I was talking about? Okay, perfect. Um, Okay, so y'all understood it. I guess it could have just been that one person that was like, "Hey, I'm just confused. Like you're all over the place." I once I start teaching y'all this, I told y'all where to go to get y'all credit reports. That was really all we were supposed to go over. And then I wanted to just answer any questions that we had. But today I'm just basically going over the same thing, y'all, because all we have to do today is now. Did y'all get y'all credit reports too yesterday using that $1 trial? I didn't get a call yet. So did you fill out bless today? We're gonna talk about the thing, but don't forget y'all had to fill out that form. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the cause. We'll talk about that in a little bit. You gotta fill out a form, you gotta text or call us. And I know too that my assistant said some people, hey, they're getting their reports. I'm gonna put them on your schedule. Once y'all have everything together, I'm gonna talk to you all. Okay, so she probably gonna be calling you soon. She's probably gonna be calling you soon. But today, all if you see what today was, so what we supposed to do is we were supposed to look over like your personal information. We supposed to review all of the open and closed counts. We supposed to pay attention to like collections, charge-offs, and public records. We supposed to take notes to anything that looks incorrect or suspicious, and we're supposed to use a notebook or a spreadsheet to track what we need fixing. But don't forget on these pages, y'all have plenty of space on here to like fill out what we need to actually fix. Okay. And then I said earlier too, make sure that y'all are filling this out. Y'all need to go to Credit Karma Experian app and go ahead and fill this information out. Okay. Get y'all credit scores from there and fill that out every single day. So again, all we're supposed to do is find out what we're supposed to be doing, and then we're all supposed to go by this line by line, and we're supposed to see some stuff that stands out. So forget this is the credit report that I'm doing. So I'm gonna just show y'all this credit report. Now, when I did this again in the 8 o'clock class, I found even more errors. I was like, wait, I didn't even see this. So Let me teach you all what I want y'all to look at. We're still like I'm still gonna be able to look at your credit reports this week if you want me to, but and then also too, you can be able to get this analyzer. Now, if you want to get this analyzer, you have to fill out that form. Now, on that form, if y'all know y'all don't want me to do y'all dispute letters, you don't have to necessarily put your personal information in there. Just put zeros in there. Like those are people that want me to actually, if they those that form that you guys have to fill out, the application, that's when you actually want me to do your dispute letters for you, or you want me to do the 6 months of dispute letters, because I fill everything in for you. My system will automatically fill everything out. But if you know that you just want this here and you don't want to actually put your personal information on there, I am going to need your login information for Identity IQ though to make this. But just put zeros on the application and just make up a date for your date of birth, okay? And it's just to make sure that you can make it all go through. So that's all that really is about. Okay. But this is the thing that I want to create for everybody, because I'm not going to literally pull up an annual credit report and show y'all how to find errors line by line, because that's too much work. And I don't even think y'all should do the work when y'all can literally get this stuff done. You can get this for $1, and then I'm going to show you the errors. You can find errors on your own. Okay. So you don't necessarily need me to do the analyzer for you. That's what this is called. It finds all the errors for you. You can find all your own errors, but don't do the annual. Like this right here, just it's just too much. Like I'm being honest, I'm not gonna do it. I told y'all the attorney said he wasn't gonna do it for me either. Like he wasn't looking on there. Like show me the accounts, okay? We're gonna get that later on. But again, Princess, you gotta be quiet. Okay. So, but again, we need to make sure that we're finding the errors. So let's go and make sure we're looking at this and finding errors. Now, only thing I want y'all to think about, and we only gonna go. It's a lot of stuff y'all can learn. I only want to focus on what I need y'all to know so that we can get these points. That's all we care about. I need y'all to get deletions. I need y'all to get checks, and I need y'all um to get the points that y'all need. That's it, right? So, only thing I want y'all to focus on is that you have the same name on all three credit bureaus. That's all I care about. Make sure that you have your correct name on there. If you don't have your correct name, they're not going to process your disputes. Okay. Make sure also your date of birth is correct. So they have the date of birth on here is correct. You'll be surprised. Some people have the correct date of birth. They don't have the correct name. I want you to make sure that whatever address that you have, which it will be in this section right here, make sure your current address is on here, okay? Make sure your current address is on here. For those people that, if you know you don't care about suing, like be honest with yourself. I don't care about suing, Keita. I just need this stuff deleted as soon as possible. I'm not doing all that. I'm not going through all of that. Then delete all of these previous addresses. To delete all your previous addresses, call the credit bureaus and tell them to delete it. That's all you got to do. You can say, hey, my address is this address. You got this other Barbara Drive address on here, this other Cross Key address. I need this stuff deleted. It's not my address. Delete it now. And then also, if you know you only care about deletions, make sure that your employer information is also gone too. You don't need that on your credit report. And the only reason why I say make sure that this is gone, because if you only caring about deletions, it's a great chance that any collection companies that you have on your credit reports, you're leaving yourself open to them actually suing you, with just being honest. And if they come on here and know you work for Charter Communications, you work for Spectrum, they know exactly where to go to garnish you. Okay. And a lot of people too, whether you're planning on suing them or not, I would still say remove this stuff, because you can always add it back on. When you apply for anything, it's going to automatically be added on there. Okay. So just make sure that you all keep that in mind. Now, don't forget, on the analyzer that I have, it separates your negative accounts. And then also, when we scroll down, you will see that it's going to separate your positive accounts. So you will know which ones to focus on, which ones not to focus on. Okay. So all of the negative accounts are right here at the top. We'll know that we got to literally remove the late payments from here, or we need to delete the full account. So we just want to focus on which ones is negative and which ones are positive, because I believe by the ninth, right? Ninth day, we're going to start doing our disputes. Let me just check the workbook just to make sure we on the same page. Like day 9, we're going to be doing. Yep. So basically, in 5 more days, we're going to start sending out them disputes. So you need to make sure you separate your negative accounts. Okay. So y'all still with me right now, and everything that what we on the same page right now. Yeah. Let me know if we on the same page. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page with everything. Okay, so just let me know if we on the same page. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you, Bless today. Okay, George, we're on the same page. Okay, so again, I want y'all to just know how to spot errors on your credit reports and know how things are supposed to look. So y'all remember yesterday that I said, oh, this person, they don't have any, where is it at? Up here. I said, "Oh, they don't have any of their own credit cards." I forgot that they had that negative credit card at the top with that Capital One that had the late payment. So they technically do have one, but it's 60 days late right now. Let's act like this is current. This is an old credit report, but right now it's still considered 60 days late. So that credit card really is a problem. So they technically do got one credit card and they're authorized user on these two that's already listed here. So I just want to make sure I point that out. Sometimes when y'all look at y'all negative accounts, when y'all using this analyzer, it's going to say negative accounts because this has late payments. All of these accounts don't necessarily need to be deleted. So you can see right here that the account is Capital One. It says the account status is that it's open, but it also says too that the payment status is 30 days late and 60 days late. So that means that it's just late payments on here that we're going to have to remove. Now, I'm going to give you all access to something called a goodwill letter that you can send in. If you are having me send out your letters, I'm going to send out your goodwill letters for you. You don't have to worry about that. And then also, we're going to tell the credit bureaus to remove these late payments from the credit report. So we're going to tell them to update the payment status. And then we're also going to tell them to remove these late payments. Okay, and then I'll show you how we're going to do that because we're going to actually do that letter together in exactly 5 days. We're going to take the next, we're going to spend 3 days actually doing the dispute letter. So y'all know how to do it because y'all still need to know how to do it even if I'm doing it for you. Okay. So I still want y'all to know how to do it. Remember, all of these other accounts, especially when they say derogatory, we just need to fully delete it from the credit reports. So all we're doing is we finding any red marks on here, or if you have to highlight it yourself because you're not getting the analyzer, you just want to see what's the difference is. So I'm gonna go fast and like just show y'all some of the errors on these accounts. So this US bank account right here, Equifax, it has incomplete data right here, meaning that on Experian, on TransUnion, they saying it's a credit card, but Equifax don't say anything about the account type details. So we will point that out in the dispute letter. And that when we create a paragraph or two paragraphs or whatever we're gonna create for it, we're gonna let Experian know about that and TransUnion too. So we're going to go over that, but that is an error. I need y'all to be able to recognize that the date open is different right here on TransUnion. You see it's highlighted red, is different there. And then the high credit is different on all three credit bureaus. So all you want to do is find these errors, put it on your dispute letters, because that's the reasoning that you're going to give as to why this account needs to be deleted from your credit reports. We are not telling them that this is not your account, this is fraud. We're not doing that. Only thing that we're telling them is that there's errors on this account, and according to the FCRA, the account has to be 100% correct, 100% complete, and 100% verifiable. Verifiable means when we send out this dispute letter, they're going to have 30 days to respond. And don't forget, you all, we are sending everything out certified mail, right? So they got 35 days from the day that they actually receive it. They got to make sure that the company says that it is correct. Sometimes the companies won't respond at all. If they don't respond at all, the credit bureaus are supposed to delete it. Or if the credit bureaus don't respond at all to your whole dispute, they have to delete that account right away. Okay. Right here we have incomplete data on Equifax. So that would be another thing. And so you will just highlight, I would say still highlight this whole thing so that you will know how I'm putting that in my dispute letter. On our second round of dispute letters, we're going to check our comments, but today we don't care too much about the comments. If you all have like collections, they're supposed to say the account is in dispute. If it don't say that it is, if it does not say that it is in dispute, a lot of companies, a lot of lawyers are actually sue for that because they are supposed to say that it is in dispute. So y'all just keep your eyes open for something like that, and that's just the next month, okay? Now, the last date activity is different on all three credit bureaus. So again, that's another error. So these are different dates on all three credit bureaus. So when we do our disputes, we're going to talk about the date open, We're going to talk about the account type because it's incomplete there. We're going to talk about the high credit. We're going to talk about the credit limit. We're going to talk about the last data activity. Then we also going to talk about the data last payment because y'all can see we got an error right here. And then we also going to talk about the payment history about how it's multiple errors. And then at the end, we're just going to say delete this from my credit reports. Now, when it comes down to the collection, you're going to find errors the same way. But remember, yesterday I was trying to teach y'all that always think about it like this. The last data activity, which is this date right here, should always be before this date. So I taught this in the last class and I forgot to teach this to you all. And it's just that sometimes stuff don't come up. I might have to remember, gosh, I forgot to tell them that. So when I told y'all about that last data activity, so this date right here, when it come down to collection companies, this is the first day that you became delinquent or the last time you made a payment on the account. So let me show y'all like how to figure out like the first day that an account becomes delinquent. We gotta look at the payment history to see that. So y'all see back here, let's start right here. I think y'all can see me right here, right? Okay, good. So y'all see right here, September is okay. October is okay. November is okay. December, it says 30 days late. And then January, that's when we see like a lot of lates, basically 30, 60, and 30. But you see how it's late, 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 late. Usually after 150 days, they're going to charge off the account, meaning that they're going to sell it to a collection company, right? So right here, it says it's 150 days late, but we can't trust it because the payment history is just all out of whack. But that's none of our business, right? But this person, what they did was they started paying on the account before they charged it off and sent it to a collection company, and that's what made the account stay open. So the first day that they became delinquent on this account was August 2020. So even if they was to sell this account in August or in 2021, that collection company is supposed to have this date on there. It, it's the last time they made a payment or the first day that they became delinquent. Let's just act like they're 30 days late, they're 60 days late, and then they're gonna go to 90. You can know like this, they're gonna go 90, 120, 150. They're gonna go 180 and then they're gonna charge it off and then they're gonna sell it to Midland or something like that. That new collection company is supposed to have this date on there. So I want y'all to understand that because that's the biggest thing that's gonna get y'all those deletions. And two, that's the biggest thing that I learned as to making sure that if you do want to get money from them collection companies and you do want to actually sue them, I'm not trying to give legal advice, but I know that was the biggest thing that I learned. And that was one of my biggest secret weapons, but I'm teaching it to y'all now so y'all will know it. Now, listen, if they don't put this date right here, they're re-aging it. So remember, accounts supposed to stay on your credit reports for 7.5 years, right? That's what they say. They're supposed to go off of this date right here. So if the collection company, they put a different date on there, that's the new date that they're going to go off of. Okay, so that's going to be a big problem. So if they get this account in 2021, a collection company, they end up, not paying on, and then 2021, they sell it to a collection company. That new collection company is still supposed to have this date on here. For those people that don't know how to really calculate it, no, I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me plug my phone up. Let me put it down. For those people that don't know how to calculate it, what you can do is if your charge off is still on your credit report, then you can look at what they say your last data activity is. You see that your last data for this person, their last data activity is different on all three credit bureaus, but it's still in August and September. You see, it's still in August and September. So this is really the last day of activity. It's the first day that you became delinquent. That's the first day that you failed to pay on the account when you were supposed to pay, which is right here, these 30 days late or the last time that they made a payment. Y'all really need to understand this because that's our whole thing when it comes down to the collections. That's how you are going to be able to check on these collection companies because when y'all look at these collection companies, like y'all see this right here, y'all might look at this and be like, Princess, shh. Y'all might look at this and be like, I don't know what to say. You don't know because it's only on one credit bureau, right? Anytime y'all see something that say like a medical center, y'all always should say something about a HIPAA violation. That means that they probably have some of your medical data or some information about y'all medical that they're not supposed to have. Most likely they do. We'll find that out when we ask them for those documents. But you can still set any of your disputes to the credit bureaus. Let me move this over just a little bit. And another thing too is, remember I told y'all this date right here, the last date activity is no way this is a collection. Is no way that this date should ever be after this date. And when y'all look at this, y'all gonna realize that the last day that they actually reported and the last date activity is always gonna match because they want this account to stay on your credit for more than 7.5 years. So they changing this date on purpose on y'all. So this is something y'all need to know about the collection companies. This is to me their biggest trick. They're going to try to re-age his debt so it can stay on your credit reports longer. Okay, so that's something I really need y'all to understand. So let me know if y'all understand that, because that's going to be something really huge that y'all need to know when it comes down um to the collections. I'm gonna come back to your questions. I see never mind on there. Oh, I think I need to I had to plug up my phone. Yeah, my phone was dying. I'm sorry, my phone was dying. But y'all understand what I'm trying to teach y'all about the collections. So listen, when we go down to all of these collections, we already looking at, okay, what was the date open? Is the balance and a high credit the same? It is. Okay, but what's the date open? Is the last date activity before that date? Oh no, it's not. Now, this person right here, they don't have any type of payment history inside here. Sometimes y'all may see collections have payment history here. If y'all see payment history in here where it says you 30 days late, 90 days late, or saying that you see and they're only a collection. You don't have payment history with collections. You don't have a payment plan. You don't have terms. So you can see right here, number of months. Sometimes what y'all will see is it'll say one on here. I think Portfolio Recovery does that sometimes. Midland does that sometimes. Um, I think LVNB funding also does that sometimes, but that's how y'all gonna trip up these collection companies, okay? I just need y'all to know that about these collection companies, and that's what we're gonna be putting in our disputes. Now, again, I don't know if I told y'all this or not, but this is another collection. There's no way that the balance is higher than a high credit. The high credit means that's the highest you ever owed on this account ever. These collection companies cannot add additional fees to this unless they're going to try to sue you, and they need to get that in court. So we know that this is another big problem right here. So we can see that the balance is higher than a high credit. That means that they're probably trying to collect more than you actually owe, which is a huge problem too. Okay. So when I do dispute letters, if I was doing dispute letters on this account right here, what I'm going to say is I'm going to say, hey, the date open on this account is incorrect on both bureaus. I'm going to also mention that it's not showing up on Equifax, and I'm going to say something like this. I'm going to say, since it's not showing up on Equifax, that means that Equifax saw the errors and they deleted it from my credit report. That's usually what I say. And then I always will go over, hey, the balance must be incorrect. I'm not sure what the true balance is. I'm not sure that the collection company know what the true balance is because the balance is higher than a high credit. And I will say exactly what I just told y'all, but we're going to do a dispute letter together in 5 days. So I'm going to show y'all exactly how to fill it out. Then I'm also going to say, hey, this account is being re-aged because the last date of activity is after the date open. And then I also would say, hey, it's also different on both bureaus. So that's something I will also say. But that's what y'all gonna basically do with these collections, okay? That's how y'all gonna do it. And then if again, I think I pointed this out to y'all. The balance and a high credit is just different right here. It shouldn't be different, but you got to be able to point these errors out. But when you all get your disputes, y'all not gonna I'm teaching y'all now how to point this out, like how to look at it. Are y'all kind of getting how like to find it? Like, you know, right, I'm gonna tell y'all a few things so y'all will be able to have it, or maybe I can type it up and put it in some points too, that y'all will be able to know. Like, hey, look and see if it's look and see is the balance higher than a high credit, those different things are catching on. Now, people that like have a settlement, so you see right here, Enhanced Recovery Company ERC, they actually paid this collection, but there's still a problem though. The date open is different on both bureaus, so that's something that could be pointed out. And then also, it can say the last date activity is different on both bureaus. When y'all pay it, it's hard to catch them up on certain things. If you make a payment on it, it's hard to catch them up. and trickle them up on certain things. But that's still some stuff we figured out. The day open is still different, so that's the reason why you need to get deleted. The date of last activity is different on both bureaus, which is a big problem. And then also too, this account right here says paid in the comments. We can say, hey, Experian should have put paid in the comments for this debt. That's something that we can say. But honestly, sometimes y'all gonna find out that they're gonna fix these things, and then y'all gonna be stuck because y'all paid it, and y'all not gonna be able to say anything about the activity because they're gonna have a new one the last time that you paid them, which is gonna make it bad. You're not gonna be able to say nothing about the balance because it's gonna be at zero. They're not gonna be asking for more than you actually owe. It limits you on what you can say so that you can eventually go ahead and file that suit, which is what I really want you all to be able to do. Like I said too, if I ever have a collection come on my credit report, I'm filing the lawsuit. I'm not going to pay them. I'm not trying to settle with them. I'm not doing any of that. I'm filing a lawsuit. And the reason why I filed a lawsuit is because of these things right here. They got errors. Okay. And remember what I told y'all too. If it's a emergency physicians, anything like that, put in y'all dispute letter that it's a HIPAA violation. Okay. So when y'all get your credit reports, if y'all print it out, you just put right here, it's medical. So you remember that's medical debt. Okay. And then too, when y'all get y'all dispute letters, I'm gonna give y'all a free copy of this dispute letter for the people that don't want any help with it. Y'all gonna do it on your own. I'm gonna have a line on there that automatically say HIPAA violation. You could just copy and paste that one. And right here too, the account number is different, so that's gonna be an error. The date open is different. You can see it's different on these two bureaus. On a dispute letter, we're gonna say, hey, Experian deleted from my credit reports because they knew that it was messed up. So they already deleted it. You two need to do the same thing. That's what we're gonna tell them. You're gonna say it just like that. Talk to them as if you were just talking to anybody else. Don't talk about it like seriously. Because sometimes I've seen one lawsuits and they say, hey, person that's not the brightest. They don't even have a full education. They should be able to talk to you all and get things corrected on your credit reports. Okay. And then too, y'all see that the comments say medical. So if the name say medical and you don't know exactly what it is, y'all can see right here that it says medical. Okay. Y'all see how it says the account information was disputed by the consumer and beats the FCRA. This is just exactly what all of your collections should say after your first round of letters. Like when we go and get your credit reports again next month, this is what all of them should say. If it does not say that you ever disputed it, that right there, I see a lot of attorneys just sue for that in general. They just automatically file a lawsuit because what happens if they don't put this right here? When you all apply for a house, if it ever say this right here, the account information is disputed by the consumer, they don't even factor this into your credit score. That's why when some people trying to buy a house, they'll tell people, hey, you need to all your disputes with the credit bureaus because what they're doing is anything that say is disputed or whatnot, they're not going to factor that into your credit score. So they're supposed to let they're supposed to put on your credit reports that you disputed it. Basically saying that, hey, our information may not be correct. They did dispute it. They're supposed to make the credit bureaus aware of that so that the credit bureaus can make people aware of it. Okay, so we're just going to continue to find all of the errors, find out, what we're going to say about each of the companies. And again, like I told y'all, if something like this, a collection is paid, it's really not that much that you can actually say sometimes. So you don't want y'all to get into like trying to settle or pay. Don't do that. If anything, y'all need to send out a dispute letter because guess what? This thing can be deleted next month. And then instead of paying them, maybe you can wait. If you do want to pay them, some people gonna want to pay them. You just wait. Let you have the upper hand because once it's deleted from your credit reports, they'll take anything or they'll try to sell it to a new company. And when they sell it to a new company, I'm gonna have a validation of that letter in there that you're gonna send to that new company, which can stop them from putting it on your credit reports until they provide you with documents. Okay. So I did that a lot of times too, where I just kept sending new companies validation. They'll all just run away, run away, run away. And if they put on your credit reports without giving you the documents, then right there, I'm not trying to give y'all legal advice, but that right there, if they do that to me, I know that's an automatic lawsuit. You didn't even talk to me before putting on my credit reports. You're violating my rights because they supposed to give you 30 days. Same way, if you send them a dispute letter, they got 30 days to answer. You got the same 30 days too. Okay. So this is how we're going to find the different errors on the account. We're going to just go through all of the accounts and see exactly what's wrong with the accounts. And then we're going to add all of these to our dispute letters. Okay. So you see they got multiple accounts. We're going to have 3 separate letters that we're going to have to do. And then when we do the 3 separate letters, we're going to mail them to each credit bureau. We're gonna mail each one of each credit bureaus, and then we're gonna see what each credit bureau is gonna delete and what they're gonna keep. And then after that, we're gonna go from there. We're gonna see how much your credit scores go up from getting some deletions, and then whichever accounts are left, we're gonna create a whole new dispute letter for it. So that's what I really want to show y'all in terms of finding errors on your credit report. But again, if y'all not going to get this form right here, this is something I'm going to do for free for all of you. Just do, like I said, go through the steps where you're supposed to get the 6 months of free dispute letters, do that application. But when you do the application, don't put, if you're not trying to be my client, don't put your real social on there. Just put some numbers on there and then put your date of birth on there and then call. We need your, don't put your date of birth on there and then call and say, hey, I need that analyzer thing that Keto was talking about that had like the red marks that highlight all of the errors. They already know what you're looking for. They're going to go ahead and pull it in and they're going to they're going to pull your credit report in. So we do need to log into Identity IQ though. Put your login information on there, then they'll go ahead and get this errors. It's just so much easier to do this. Now, if you don't want to do that, remember, you got to go line by line. You got to get you a highlighter and highlight every line that you see errors. But you're not going to have these red marks that's hinting to you. You're going to have to just know it yourself. Like, okay, these are different. Okay, these numbers are different. You're going to have to go through your whole credit report and do that. Okay. So that's gonna how that's gonna work. And like I said too, I don't know what happened with this glitch today. The people that filled out that form yesterday, I was not able to have access to that. Is something wrong too on our back end when it come down to TikTok. So I'm not sure like what's going on. This little glitch that we had today with everything being out and stuff is so crazy. But hopefully the people that do the application, you all should be getting reached out to. And we still have some time too, because we're not doing disputes for 5 more days. So I already sent out certified dispute letters for you. Y'all don't have to worry about anything. I still want y'all to learn this though, because maybe y'all going to do your own dispute letters in the future. I'm not sure, or maybe you have a cousin, a daughter, a sister, a cousin, whatever case may be that y'all can do this for them or help them. Like, oh, I know what to do. Or if y'all was to have an error on y'all credit report, y'all can easily recognize certain things. Yeah, that was a world problem, wasn't it? But that stuff had me going crazy today. That stuff was crazy today. But do y'all have any questions? I know yesterday I couldn't really go over a lot of questions. We had so many questions. I guess we had a lot of people that came in here not knowing that we was really doing a credit class, like we were in class. So I'm not sure if you all still have any questions. Let me see if I have any questions. 728. You asked me to repeat it. Do you still need me to repeat anything? Because I can repeat it for you. Like, let me know exactly what you need me to repeat. And then I think I should probably remove this so y'all can see everything better too. I apologize about that. And let me know if you still want me to repeat anything for you, because I'll be happy to repeat it for you. Let's wait and see. Can you please show us how to write a dispute letter? So we're going to write a dispute letter in 5 days. In 5 days, we're going to go over writing a dispute letter, and the dispute letter will be inside the course. So you will see it in days 1 through 5 inside the free course. You will see it right inside of the dispute letter that we're going to do. Y'all ready to get y'all dispute letters done? Y'all want to at least show y'all one, and then y'all can go from there? I can't show y'all the whole letter, though. Okay, you want to show one? Okay, let me show you. Okay, so let me see how I'm gonna show you. Let me figure out how I'm gonna show you too. Okay, so let me see. I can't text it here. I can't type it here. Okay, let me cover up my screen because I don't want y'all to look at certain things. Let me pull up just a blank document. So just give me a second. I'm gonna pull up like a blank document for you all. Or you know what? I have a sample dispute letter. Let's just go over that sample dispute letter, and then I'll add an account on there. Let me see. Sample. No, that's not it right there. Okay, so this is a sample. So, okay, so this is it right here. Let me share this document. Let me share my screen with this. And then two, Unique, let me know if you want me to repeat that, because I would definitely repeat it for you. Okay, let me stop the screen, share with this. Let me share this here, share it. And we only got 5 minutes, so what I'll do is I'll just do one account. I'm gonna show you how to do it very simple, because I see some simple letters still get a lawsuit done and still get accounts deleted. And then I'll show you how you will fill it in if you want it to be very detailed. Hold on, I gotta make sure that they're looking at it too, y'all. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now they can see it too. All right, y'all ready? Is the dispute information on that credit 101? You smart the credit 101 course that I have, because disputing should be on there. You sent me a text message, Georgia? Okay, I probably have to look at it, the text message. So this is what y'all dispute letter is gonna look like. Um, I'm not gonna spend that much time on this because we're gonna go over this in a few days. So we got 5 days when we're gonna actually do y'all disputes. I just need everybody had their credit reports. And then two, don't forget today was the deadline for that freeze. Everybody got their freeze in? Everybody put their freeze on their credit reports? Today was our deadline for that. So this is y'all dispute letter. So what it's gonna be is y'all gonna put your name right here. Y'all gonna put your address right here. Y'all gonna put your social security number right here. Y'all gonna put your date of birth right here. So y'all gonna get a template that looks just like this, and all y'all gonna do is fill it out, right? So Equifax credit report, you just gonna have to copy that address on here, okay? And then all of the negative accounts that you have are gonna be listed here. So look right here. This is how simple I like for people to do their dispute letters for that first month. If you don't want to be so detailed, because this will still get you results, okay? All you're doing is putting the name of your account here. You're putting your account number right here. And then you're putting not mines, no contract, not liable, unverifiable. So you're going to put that on here, and then please delete and remove from my report. Now, this is what people was doing when you not really trying to take legal action. If y'all want to take legal action, please make sure you make it more detailed. Um, and then two, try to remove this part right here that says not mine. You could say no contract, not liable, but don't just say not mine. You can say you're not liable for it, based off of the errors and stuff like that, or unverifiable. But don't just say not mine, okay? But this is what it looks like. You're gonna keep all of this the same letter. And then two, y'all gonna have y'all name on here. I don't suggest y'all to put no signature there, just put y'all name on there, okay? So that's the Equifax credit report. It's the same information copied here, TransUnion, and then this is everything that's on that TransUnion, your TransUnion dispute letter. Again, no signature, just put your name, and then you got your Experian dispute letter, which will be right here. So all your information again is Experian, and then here's your account information, okay? Now, I'm going to show y'all just one account very quick, how we're going to do it, okay? Just going to be very, very quick. So then let me get one that's not on all three credit bureaus. So again, we're gonna look and we're gonna copy we're gonna fill out one, and then we're gonna copy it to all three credit bureaus, right? So let me find one that's just on two bureaus. Okay, this is perfect. So what we're gonna do, we know this on Experian and we know this on TransUnion, right? I'm gonna go fast. That's just because I just want y'all to see how it's gonna go. I taught y'all more last time, so I might as well go ahead and teach y'all more right now. So it's on TransUnion and it's on Experian. So last account, I just copy this and then I paste it again. And then I'm going to fill this out. Okay. So let's go back to our credit report. Let's copy this name here. And then we're going to paste it right here. We're going to make up some type of account number, because I'm not going to copy no account number there because we don't have it on there, right? The account number, I have it blocked off right here, so y'all can't see what it is. Okay. Now on here, we can say multiple things. So we can say the date open is different on Experian and TransUnion. Um, we can also say the last date of activity is after the date open, which means that this account is being re-aged, which is a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. We can say that. Um, so that's we could say two things about it. Sometimes y'all might just want to say one. Y'all could just say, hey, the date open on this account is incorrect, or I don't have any documents showing that I owe this account. You can say both of that. Now, if you're going to put that information on there, this is where you're going to put that information at right here. You can type all of that stuff right into here and then just keep this line right here. Okay. So I'm not going to type all of that, but that's basically what you'll say about this account. Since this is already on our TransUnion credit report, it's also on our Experian. So all we're going to do is we're going to go down here, we're going to copy this, and then we're going to paste it onto that Experian dispute letter right here. So we're going to say, okay, it's Experian. But again, don't forget you have to edit it and add that information on there. But that's how you want to do for all of the accounts. We literally got to go back and forth. Now, some people, if y'all don't want to be, if y'all, if y'all want to kind of get it done, don't think too hard. Just take this section off and you can just keep this for the first month. You can just keep no contracts, not liable, unverifiable. And then also too, if it's a medical collection, you can put HIPAA violation. If this was a late payment, right here, you could just put, I was never late on this account. Please remove the late payments from my credit report. Instead of putting please delete it from my credit report, please remove the late payment from my credit report. Copy it to whatever bureau that it's reporting on. So again, don't forget, these accounts not reporting on all three bureaus, so we wouldn't even put this account on that Equifax there. But we're going to go over this in 5 days, okay? I'm going to show y'all how to do this easier. My system that I use, I literally just write paragraphs about it and it plugs it in where it needs to go. So it will take me about 2 hours to do it because if not longer, sometimes 3 hours. But I literally write about 3 paragraphs for each account. But I'm going to teach you how to do it easy and get it done. But I did see too, lawsuits were still just valid with just a one-liner. You don't even have to be very detailed. But I would rather y'all have it so detailed so that y'all gonna be able to like win no matter what. I wouldn't say no matter what, but I mean y'all, they can't just fly through and say, anything basically. So no, that was earlier. Okay, perfect. You're good now. Okay, perfect. Let me see the comments because we don't have that much time now. We have 13 minutes left for this class. And then Porter, is that you kind of understand that? And then too, for the people that want to get it earlier, because I did not add it to the class, this is where it's at if y'all want to get it earlier. So y'all see right here, my name, right? Y'all see my name up here? My name and then this little extra. This is the free dispute letter and stuff like that. You can find it right here. Let me share my screen. This is where you all you can get the free dispute letter. Something I always give out to anybody anyway. I give out a free dispute letter, and it's the same dispute letter that y'all gonna have. We just gotta fill it in, basically. So if you want to kind of work ahead, because I don't have it in there, I won't have it in there technically until 4 more days. That dispute letter, then y'all can definitely work ahead and get it done. But don't mail it out yet. Because I just want y'all to make sure that y'all are doing it correctly. And when I say correctly, the biggest thing is that if it's a late payment, say, please remove the late payment from my credit report and don't say not mine, no contract, not liable. Don't say that. Just say I was never late on this account, or I don't believe I was late on this account, or I don't remember being late on this account. Okay. Because if you say deleted, then you got a good chance that late payment going to be deleted, and that account that we want on there so bad is going to be gone. And two, remember I told y'all HIPAA violation? Y'all gonna see a line on here that's already ready for like medical debt. You see it say HIPAA violation on here? You can literally copy and paste this whole thing. So when we do ours, we're gonna do it very fast. I'm gonna show y'all how y'all just gonna literally be copying this here to all of your accounts. And all you're gonna be filling in is the name of the company, and then also you're gonna be filling in the account number, okay? But again, this is right here. This is where if you want, get started early, this is where it's at. Okay. And then I'm gonna make sure I'm available if you want to talk tomorrow too, Georgia, because I don't know when you said you messed up something. I want to know what you're talking about. And yes, the dispute information is in Credit 101. Credit 101 has a lot of documents too. I do want to create a workbook for Credit 101. That course is literally like what, $10 a month or something like that to have it. Disputing should definitely be in there. And I think I made special dispute letters for that course too. So it should definitely be in there. Y'all should be able to have them, but you got a lot of documents in there. Okay, just seeing if I'm missing anything. Okay, let's just set the time now. You're right. Let's just get it over with, right? Let's know what's up. Okay, let me write it down because I don't want to forget it though. Okay, I could just keep this on here. Okay. You know what? I have a let's talk first thing in the morning. So I'm on Eastern Standard Time. Let's talk around like 9 o'clock. Is that too early? That way I just know exactly what's going on. Unless you kind of want to go over some stuff now, we can talk right now. I'm trying to add the question that you have limited to. Do you want to come on here and ask me the question? Just don't be too long-winded though, okay? Don't be too long-winded. And you don't have to show your picture either. Awesome, 8 my time. Can I get 8:30? So you want to do 9:30 my time? That's fine. Oh wait, no, we can't do 9:30. We can't do 9:30. Unless we're gonna talk for 10 minutes. Only if we could talk for like 10 minutes, because I have to be ready by 9:45. Yeah, bless today. We can talk at 9 o'clock too if you want to do 9 o'clock. Hi,
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
A question, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm just trying to type it, but it's not allowing me to type it. But my question is, we have two accounts that I did not pay.
Hmm.
They have multiple late payments
Hmm.
or whatever. I know you're not legal advice to give me this advice, but I wanted to ask, like, I don't have the money to pay it or whatever. Should I just let it go to collections or like what should I do?
What kind of accounts are they? They're credit cards?
Yeah, two credit cards account,
And how much money are we talking too?
5,000.
And are you okay with ruining a relationship with that credit card company? That's honestly like if you never get a credit card with them, are you okay with that?
Uh, right now, yes, because I don't have the financial,
Hmm.
money to, but I don't want to.
Well, if you don't want to, a lot of companies you can call them and say, "Hey, I'm going through something. Can you put me on a special payment plan?" And then they'll cut your payment probably like in a third or in half, and then they will do it where they don't charge you interest or they'll charge you like 1%. So if you don't want to like ruin a relationship, then you can do that. But what I always say is push turn to shove, you can't pay it, it's gonna go to charge off anyway, right? And then two, they're gonna most likely sell it to a collection company, and your goal is just to delete that account from your credit report and then keep the collection company off your butt by just doing like the debt validation letter. So that's your two options, I would think. Well, three options. You're gonna just pay on time now, bring it back current, or call them and say, "Hey, I can't bring it back current, but I still want to do something. Can y'all help me?" If they say that they can't help you, then what else you gonna do other than let them charge it off? Work on deleting it from your credit report so that you don't be stuck with that for 7.5 years or even longer. And then two, when a collection company trying to come after you or anything like that, do a validation of that letter and then do this here. And then two, this, where is that at? It is right here. I have a free validation of that letter inside of that package that y'all gonna get when I just showed y'all that. If you scroll down, because this is what you probably gonna need when them collection companies come. I'll just be honest. I hope it's on here. Okay, like yeah, look, that validation letter. This is what you just need to fill out and send to them. And then this right here tell them, don't call me, don't talk to me at all. Don't talk to my employer or nothing. That's what you're gonna have to do. A lot of times when they get this, they're gonna try to back up off of you, and then they're gonna try to sell it to a new company. So you just gotta keep fighting them. So that's something. Those are really your options, basically. But
Okay, you're live a little bit. So how do you get that? Is that free or is that something that you have to pay for right now?
well, that right there is free. It's available here. I can't talk because I'm gonna get blocked. I'm gonna get in trouble. But it's right here on my name. You see my name? Can y'all see that? My name, like zoom in or something. Is this my name right here? That's where it is. Are you inside of our class? Because we're actually doing a class right now. It's
No, I just was strolling on TikTok and I
oh
came across a video.
okay, so 9 o'clock is good, Georgia. Okay, perfect. So if you're not in the class, I suggest you. Oh, I didn't even show. Did y'all not see that? I want y'all to be able to see it. Let me show this really quickly, and then I'm gonna show you exactly what you should do. Okay. All right, perfect. And then I'll give you details on how to move forward. Okay, perfect. Bye-bye. Okay, so I didn't show y'all this. I just want to make sure that they see this. So I was telling the person I was here, I said, hey, this is the validation of debt letter. Y'all gonna get this inside that free dispute letter package. Y'all gonna get that, and y'all gonna also get the inquiry dispute letter. Remember, I said we're gonna remove some inquiries, and then y'all gonna also get a bankruptcy letter, which is merged somehow from all of the typing I was doing, most likely. This is gonna be our bankruptcy letter here. Y'all gonna get a bankruptcy letter to send to the courts. So that's all the stuff that y'all gonna be able to get, and then two, y'all can get it right here at my name. Y'all can see where it's at. I can't say it, or I'm gonna get flagged. Can y'all see that? That's where y'all gonna be able to get it at. Okay, Georgia, we can talk at 9 for sure. Yeah, we'll talk at 9. So the class, this is what we're doing right now. So in this class right now, we're going through this workbook right here. So we got 75 days that we're doing this workbook. So we're on day 4 right now. You can see right here, we're on day 4. So the class is from 7 to 8, and then it's another one going over the same information from 8 to 9, and then starting November 1st, we're going to go over this here. So I suggest you just get the package of all 3 and then come here, pick which time you want to come, whether it's going to be 7 or 8 o'clock. And then of course you can start coming here at 9 o'clock. And then we're going to go through all of this. So you haven't even really missed anything other than getting your credit reports. But again, while I'm teaching about disputes and all of this, you can be picking it all up so that you can get your disputes out. We're not going to mail them for a few days. How to get the membership. So the membership is inside of the course. So if you click right here, you should have all of the steps to get the 6 months of free letters. I think like the step number, oh wait, hold on 1 second. I'm not sharing it over here. Let me flip through. It's kind of a little hard. I'm trying to show, go out multiple places. But it's right here inside the course, is right here. It's all in all these different areas. It's like step number 5, step number 4. So excuse me, you gotta do all the other steps and then you'll have access to be able to get that membership basically. Yes, you're welcome. So that's how you'll get access. And then also too, let me come back here. Let me share this tab. All that is these steps right here. Actually, no, let me not do that one. It's this here. So these are the steps that y'all need to do to get the 6 months of free letters. Y'all gotta subscribe. Y'all gotta figure out what type of fraud is on your credit reports, doing this trial. These are the steps that's inside the membership. It's for everybody. I just want to get to 100K on YouTube. I'm at like almost 75K. I want to get to 100K before I go to law school. And then right here too, you remember Identity IQ is the thing that we were just looking at. So you're gonna have to pay the $1 to get that so I can do it. Then you fill out this application. Remember I told y'all fill out an application if y'all want me to do the errors and just block out your personal information if you don't want me to do letters for you. That's all y'all really gotta do. So y'all really gonna be out of $1 and y'all can get the 6 months of free dispute letter. Just make sure y'all subscribe. And then this right here, this is how you get to join that membership at a discounted rate right here. This is how y'all gonna be able to see to join that membership. It's step number 5. But y'all have to call anyway. We gotta make sure all them other steps are done and then y'all can automatically sign up. But that's how y'all gonna do it. Are you interested? And then to be the baddie, yeah, let me know what you're talking about. Because I'm going over so much. I'm just flipping through questions. Which part of it are you interested? Because I was talking about a lot. But oh, Drew, you over here now, huh? Oh, you flipping sides. But that's the end of our class today for the 7 o'clock class. Make sure that y'all put all y'all credit scores on here. Like make sure that y'all put y'all credit scores on here for don't forget we was doing day 3. All y'all need to do right now, I taught y'all how to find the errors. Just make sure y'all get y'all credit reports and find those errors. So let me see. Just make sure the biggest thing I need y'all to do is just really, let me just make sure I show them y'all. Get your credit reports from the Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Get those and fill them in at the free spot that I showed y'all with the Experian app and also Credit Karma. Just make sure y'all fill it out, okay? You watched me last night? Okay, so make sure you just have all you have to do is just make sure you have your books. If you want to be a member, everything is inside of our free course. I'm up to date with texting everybody, so you all should have links to the free course. So I didn't also tell you this too. I think it was Porter, right? Let me see what her name was. Okay, I can't even find her name now. And I want to keep looking. Oh yes, Porter. So once you get the workbook, you're gonna get all of the documents plus more. Once you get the workbooks, I do suggest you just get all 3 of them though, because they're gonna all go together. Um, so once you get the workbooks, I'm gonna text you access to a free course that you're gonna need that's gonna go with all these. So even though you're watching it here, it's free to watch, but you're gonna be missing so much stuff to be able to get a lot of stuff done, basically. I can come back for your 8. Well, you're definitely here for it now. We're in the 8 o'clock class now. So for all the people that's coming in for the 8 o'clock class, welcome. For the people that's in the 7 o'clock class, just get your credit reports from Identity IQ, highlight everything, and then to call me. To call or text me now. That way I'll just have your information. Call and text me now. Because remember we did that form yesterday. I told y'all it wasn't working right. I don't know what was going on with that. So y'all can see my phone number right there. It's in 2 spots. You can see it right there. And if you can see it over there, it's kind of far. Just text me and say, hey, Keita, I need to be on your schedule this week. Put me on it now. Like, but just let me know so I can know because y'all filled out that form. I don't know if it glitched with the TikTok or what, but it's not there anymore. I'm not sure where it's at. So, yeah. And the people that's here for the 8 o'clock class, make sure you all are putting your credit scores on here. And today is y'all deadline for that freeze. Make sure y'all have that freeze put on y'all credit reports. I put the phone numbers on there a few days ago. So make sure y'all putting y'all credit scores on here. And y'all are kind of at y'all deadline for y'all freeze. If y'all don't have y'all freeze on, it's not the end of the world, but just get it on there as soon as possible. Trust me, we have to have that on there, okay? So we just want to make sure that we have the freeze on your credit reports as soon as possible. Yesterday, I told people to fill out the form on TikTok. I seen a lot of people on there in terms of I keep seeing yeah, new lead, but I can't look at any of it. I'm not sure if it's like a glitch or something like that. I'm not sure. So I'm saying, hey, go ahead and text me now if you know you want me to talk to you this week because we already out of one day and I didn't talk to anybody today. I literally just did dispute letters, and then I have 4 certified dispute letters I need to do tomorrow. And I told y'all it's gonna take me like 3 hours to do it. So I'm gonna do some tonight, get some done, and I'm waking up early in the morning to get this stuff done. And usually when I get requests to do certified dispute letters because these are the only ones I do. If y'all not doing certified, my assistant is doing it. I just pay her to do it. She know how to do it. She do it a way that I'm going to show you because somebody asked, can I show y'all a dispute how to do a dispute letter? I'm going to show y'all how to do a dispute letter in this class, but I do it the very detailed way and it's going to take me a little while to get that stuff done. And I have to get a few of them done for tomorrow. All systems were down yesterday. Yes, I know it's crazy, right? I'm just so upset about that. I was just dragging. I literally drank coffee and I feel like it's kicking in. I'm like jittery. I'm all jittery. But yesterday, someone made a comment that they feel like I was all over the place. Only thing that we had to do yesterday, you all, was all we had to do was get your credit reports from Identity IQ. I told you all, if y'all look in y'all workbooks, the only thing that it said, oh, I'm turning them off. The only thing that it said that we were supposed to do is just get your credit reports. That's it. It wasn't about anything. And then I was showing you all. I'm trying to show. I can show you on my screen now because I'm actually just pointing it here so y'all can see it better. Yesterday I was showing y'all how to get it for cheaper, basically. Uh-oh, I'm pulling up my trading account. Y'all did I mean to click that. Told y'all I'm all over the place with this thing. Where was that at? Okay, it's over here. Let me just make sure they're looking at it. Okay, they looking at it. We just not looking at it. Remember I told y'all all we had to do, all it said for day 3 is that we need to come here and get the credit report. That's all y'all was supposed to do. Let me scroll it down some. Let me move this over me. That's all we supposed to do yesterday. But remember, I told y'all that attorney told me he not looking at my credit report because it was 200 some pages long. Y'all gonna realize that some of y'all credit reports are going to be so long. Where you did it today, I told y'all some of y'all credit reports are gonna be so long. I said instead of doing this, go here, get it for just $1. And this link was inside the course. So y'all can get it for just $1 and then y'all can highlight all of the areas yourself like this, or y'all can allow me to pull it in and I can highlight it for you and then I'll email it to you. So you'll be ready to do your own dispute letters. But if y'all having me do y'all dispute letters, y'all still gonna get a copy of this. We send this out to every client so that they can just know what their areas are. You're gonna get this, you're gonna get another document for free. But you don't have to worry about the dispute letters. I'm gonna do what I need to do with your dispute letters, okay? But that's all we were supposed to do. Now, when I start teaching y'all about how to find negative accounts, that's only because that is a huge learning curve. And I can't teach y'all everything, but if I keep teaching y'all, I'm gonna figure out where I forgot. You know, y'all gonna start asking questions, we can fill in the blanks. But I want us to move a little bit I just want to move a little bit at a faster pace in terms of all I'm supposed to show y'all is to get y'all credit reports, but I wanted to teach y'all something so you're not behind, you know? Okay, you got it for $1, perfect. You didn't find that many errors. So let me pull in the analyzer because you don't need a lot of errors, but you just need errors. And it's errors on literally every account that's on your credit report. Um, but this is all I wanted y'all to do yesterday was get this. I said, yeah, you can go here and get it for free. But I said, hey, just pay the $1 because all your credit reports are going to be lined up side by side like this. And it's going to make it so much easier for us to do your disputes because you're going to be able to see errors like this easily. Like you'll be able to see like a balance is different here. You'll see the date open is different here. You'll see the not the balance, the monthly payment. Then you'll see the balance is different here. You'll find errors so much easier. If y'all go here, y'all gonna get 3 separate PDFs, and then y'all gonna have to go and highlight everything. And I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to personally do it. A lawyer told me he wasn't gonna personally do it. So that's why I tell y'all just do this. It's so much easier. And I told y'all, hey, this whole week I'm gonna talk to y'all. I got Georgia for sure. I wrote her down for my schedule. I'm gonna make sure I call her tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We're gonna talk about whatever she want to be able to talk about. But I said, hey, I'll put all of y'all on my schedule, but have y'all reports available so I can tell y'all exactly what's the errors. Especially if you're gonna do your own dispute letters. And then too, I need to tell y'all like what credit card y'all should get, what y'all should be focusing on this whole time. That's what I really want to be able to do with you all. Okay. Let me see if I can close this. Close the window. Okay, perfect. But yesterday I wasn't really supposed to go over the highlights, but I just wanted to teach y'all that stuff ahead of time. Okay. So yeah, get a repo off your credit report. You're gonna basically do what I'm gonna show y'all now. So yesterday I know I went over finding errors. So today, well, let me ask y'all how y'all doing. I'm so sorry, 8 o'clock class. How are y'all doing? I took some coffee late. I'm like amped up because I have not been getting any sleep. I'm like all off my schedule. So I'm like amped up. So I apologize for not asking how y'all doing. But I hope that y'all are all doing great. Um, I hope y'all are Hope y'all are all doing great. So when y'all get y'all credit reports, what I want y'all to make sure y'all do, this is going to be very important because in 5 more days, we're going to actually do your dispute letter. Okay. Somebody in the comments asked me to show y'all how to do a dispute letter. So we're going to have time for that. I'm going to show y'all how to do one line on a dispute letter. Okay. Just so y'all can learn ahead of time. I want y'all to learn as much as y'all can. I don't want to not teach it to y'all. Okay. So I just want to make sure that y'all name is correct. You can see right here, they don't have any red marks, which means that their name is the same on all 3 credit bureaus. So I have a middle initial on there, no middle initial on there, Y'all just want to make sure it's the same on all 3 credit bureaus. Y'all also want to make sure y'all date of birth is correct. Sometimes y'all going to see that y'all date of birth may not be correct. I had somebody that had like literally like a 20-year difference or something on a year. I'm not sure how that worked, but the reason why I'm saying doing this because when we send out a dispute letter to the credit bureaus and we asking them to delete the accounts from your credit reports, if you don't have the correct date of birth on there, you don't have the correct name, and then also you want to make sure your address is correct. And if y'all look up under here, all of this is that they got different information in terms of the address not on there correctly. They're going to try to ignore your disputes. I'm going to show it to you too. I'm gonna show you how to get it for $1, but the steps is inside of the course. But if y'all don't have this information on there correct, then it's going to be a huge problem. But let me see something. It's going to be a huge problem if y'all don't have it on there correct. Since you're only right here, let me show you really quickly. You're going to have all of these steps right here on how to get the 6 months of free letters. You're going to have this in the course, right? So the third step is to get your Identity IQ credit score for just $1. It's a special link for the $1. It's inside the course. So if you go inside the course, in any of these sections, it's going to have it, okay? Any of these sections you're going to see on step 3, it's going to say Identity IQ. Also on here, you're going to see it a lot, okay? But I can show it to you just in case you want to go ahead and get it right now, because that's going to be best for you that you just go ahead and get it right now. But just make sure that all this information is correct so that you can go ahead and just when you sign your dispute letters, they're going to answer them. They're not going to try to push you off or anything like that. Okay. Now, when it come down to the negative accounts, I told the first class that I forgot to tell them that they do have an account on here, which is the Capital One. I already taught y'all that big thing with the last data activity yesterday. I taught y'all how to calculate it yesterday. If y'all missed that, go to the 8 o'clock class. Recording is all inside the course. I taught them already that in 8 o'clock class, and then I taught it earlier. If you missed it too, earlier today in the 7 o'clock class on understanding the last data activity. So when it come down to collections, this is the biggest line that we want to see, which is the last data activity. Okay. So with this account, they only have late payments. The account says that is open. So even though there's errors here with like the monthly payment is different, the date open is different, the balance is different. We don't care about that. With an account like this, we wanted to continue to report. So all we care about is the payment status. We want this right here to say current, and then we want to remove these late payments that's in the payment history. So we don't care about all of the other errors because we don't want to get the account deleted. Now, if this person, they 60 days right now, if they decide they don't want to pay on this account anymore, like the person that said earlier, like, hey, I don't think I want to pay on that account. Well, you need to get that thing deleted ASAP so it can stop hurting you. Because every month that this report on credit reports is going to continue to hurt them. Okay. So that's what a late payment account is. And I told y'all too, when y'all look at these accounts, all y'all doing is looking and seeing if there's anything different or missing. So if you look right here, if we highlight all the way across the account type, they're actually missing the account type detail right here for Equifax. So that's a problem. Since we do have this analyzer that show y'all all of the errors, you literally just going across and we seeing that, oh, this says the first, that say the first, this say the 20th, it's a problem. And we're not gonna guess what the problem is. It's up to them to fight and figure out the problem. And when we say them, it's up to the actual company, and then it's up to all 3 credit bureaus to know whether or not that company, right, whether or not that bureau have the correct information. So all we doing is looking to see if there's any differences in here. So we see that all of this is different. It got $0, 4,700, 5,200. So this is one of the things that we're going to put on a dispute letter. This one says $0 and other two say 5,000. So we're going to just find all of these errors. That's all I want y'all to do, because we're going to put it on our dispute letter. And when y'all look at the payment history, because it's a charge off, y'all just want to see where there's incomplete data, which is right here. Incomplete data means that there's nothing there, but it should be something there. Look, y'all, TransUnion didn't say anything at all. Their whole thing is incomplete. They didn't even tell you nothing. They didn't say you was 30 days late, 60, 90, nothing. We don't know. It's just totally incomplete. But that's a big problem, but it's a good thing for you, because that's the reason why you're going to say that account needs to be deleted. And then two, you just want to make sure that every month line up. So it's 30 days for December 2019. Experian is saying 30 days late right here. And then Equifax is saying 60 days late. Don't forget, this is the same exact account. So there's no way that they got discrepancies like that. It's supposed to say the same exact number. So these are the errors that we're literally looking at, okay? These are the errors that we're looking at. Let me see if I'm missing anything. And then was you able to, when I just showed you, was you able to see what I meant about um how to be able to get the credit report for the dollar? Did I show you it correctly? Because I hope that you was able to see it correctly. Now, earlier in the class, earlier in the 7 o'clock class, I talked to them about medical. If y'all ever see medical and it's on a collection, you want to bring up HIPAA violation. That means that they may have some of your personal information about what you went to the doctor for. Certain things is protected for us, y'all. It's nobody business why you went to the doctor or what you went to the doctor for. So if y'all see medical on here, then y'all automatically know that y'all are gonna say a HIPAA violation a lot of time. Okay. And if y'all see medical here in the title, or if y'all don't see medical here in the title, sometimes you can look through some of the comments. Let's scroll down. One of them said medical data. If y'all scroll down, y'all can be able to find one that says, like right here in the comments on this account, it says medical. And then we go on the name too, it say emergency physicians. So they went to the emergency room. But right here it says that it's medical. So we just want to make sure that we say HIPAA violation. I'm gonna show you that on the dispute letter in a little bit, okay? And then also I let them know in the first class that when you have accounts on your credit reports, the first month when you do a dispute, this is most likely what it's gonna look like. You probably don't have any comments at all. But the second month, when you do your disputes, all of your accounts are supposed to say this right here, account information disputed by consumer. And then they're going to say they don't have to say meets the FCRA requirements. They do that just because they want to look good, y'all. But they all they need to say is that your account was in dispute. Reason why they do that is because anytime you're trying to buy a house and you apply for a mortgage, they're not going to include any accounts that are in dispute in when they calculate your credit score. They're not going anything that says in dispute is not being calculated in your credit score. So lenders will tell y'all, hey, we need you to remove all of your disputes from your account. They say that because if you don't remove the disputes from your account, then they're not going to be able to calculate that credit score correctly. I just want to make sure they're still looking at everything correct. I'll be flipping all these screens. So that's why this right here, this a requirement, because all it says is that, oh, my information I got on here may not be correct, because they saying it's not correct. They got to say that on there. Okay. So the second month, in about what, 35, 40 days, when we get the credit report again, each collection better have this. Now, the attorney I was talking to in Florida, they said when they don't see this automatically, they said that they automatically go and do the lawsuits. This is something that they look for. If they don't have this here, that's automatic. That's an automatic lawsuit for them, because you're not giving them a fair chance of saying that this information may not be correct. So that's an automatic lawsuit for them. So I really need y'all to be able to recognize that, especially in our second month. Okay. But y'all need to be able to look at it now just to kind of learn about it. Okay. So that's kind of what that is. I told you all about the differences in the balance. I also told the first class too. I'm not sure if I told you all this, but whenever y'all pay a collection and the balance is now $0, a lot of times they're going to update that last data activity and they're going to leave it correct now. And it's going to be so much harder to get this account deleted from your credit report. So I want you all to really send out that first dispute letter before y'all think about setting up any type of payment arrangements or paying anything on it. To the person too, I forgot your name that did set up payment arrangements, let me see a collection. Say if this was still your collection, still find errors. Is the last date activity still incorrect? Still find errors, still send out that dispute letter because you still can work to get that account deleted from your credit reports. You know, that's something that I still would like for everybody to do. Is everybody up to date on finding errors? You missed 3 days already? That's okay. All of the recordings is inside of the free course. It's okay. Just go inside the course. And if you don't have a course yet, just get your books, get the 3 bundle of books down below. That's inside of the right here in that little TikTok shop. Get your 3 books, get inside the course and just watch the old videos. Okay? That's all you have to do. And it's not we didn't do anything. All we did we got get what we do, y'all. We got our Experian app, we got the Credit Karma app. We just made sure we wrote down what we need to fix, and then we getting our credit reports right now. So for the next few days, even tomorrow, we really ain't got that much going on. All we're gonna talk about is the difference between a FICO and a Vantage credit score. So during that time, I'm going to start helping y'all. I want y'all to really come on video too, on the camera. I mean, not the camera, but I want y'all to be able to come on here and ask questions. You know how y'all like, oh, let me schedule a call. For the people that don't want me to look at your credit reports, let's just talk right now. Let's kind of go over everything. Let's start talking and figuring out what problems you all have. So you're not behind. Trust me. We didn't really do much. This is really the most important thing that you're doing right now, which learning these errors. But do everybody fully understand the errors and how to find them? Do everybody fully understand it? Like how to find the errors and things like that, like how to look at it. I think I did a really good job yesterday pointing out the errors to you. All you got to do is just see if there's anything different when you look at all 3 of them across, like if there's any number out of place, if there any balance out of place, anything out of place, it's over. Do y'all understand that? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, no, no. Okay. Princess, you better stop showing me this way for you want me to do. I already did that for you once. I'm doing it again. But I hope that y'all understand that. I didn't get a yes from anybody, but that's fine. Y'all hope y'all understand that. So let me show you all for the 8 o'clock class, because for the 7 o'clock class, somebody asked for me to show y'all a dispute letter, okay? Like how to actually fill it out. So let me show y'all what y'all free dispute letter is gonna look like. So where is it at? Let me remove this. Stop that. Share the screen. Okay, perfect. So here it is here, you all. So this is the screen I want y'all to look at. So this right here shows y'all how y'all can get the 6 months of free dispute letters. You guys are going to see this inside the course. I have it on multiple pages for you all, right? So you got to just do all 5 of these steps. You're going to be out of $1 start off with. And then if you want to get the membership, it's the $29. That's when we can actually do your dispute letters for you. And then you'll have access to talk to me whenever you want. You can easily get on my schedule without be getting booted off for not being my client. But this right here is on this web. Let me not say that. Um, I don't want to get in trouble again. It's right here. Y'all got to just find it here. Uh-oh. Something came across my screen. Hopefully y'all can be able to still see it. Okay, it just disappeared. So there it is right there, right? Now the dispute letter is going to be here. You can see right here. What I hope that's just on my page that y'all see that. So right here, right? And then here's the free dispute letter that you all can use. This is where you can get that free dispute letter at. I got a validation debt letter in there. That's what you guys are going to send to your collection companies. Let me just see if I got to go forward or backwards. So here is a sample dispute letter. When I did the Strongest 75 before, when I did this workbook for the 75 days, like when I did this one before, this is the letter that we filled out based off of the accounts. So basically what this is you got a letter for all 3 credit bureaus. This is what we're using to get the accounts deleted. We got a letter for all 3 credit bureaus. We listed all of the accounts on here. We listed the account number on here, and then we just copied and pasted this here on our dispute letter, right? We just copied and pasted this on a dispute letter. I told you all that if you really want to pursue possibly taking legal action, I would personally not put this not mine on here. I would still keep this no contract, not liable, unverifiable. I would still keep that there. And then I'll also keep this deleted from my credit report. Remember when I told you all medical debt was a HIPAA violation? You'll just copy this on there on those disputes. So we're going to do this in a few days, but I did show the other classes. So I do want to bring it up to you all so that I'm not teaching them something that I didn't teach y'all yet. We're going to really go ahead and plug everything that's on here. We're going to take all of these negative accounts and we're going to make one of these from scratch. That's what we're going to do. Now, all your dispute letters, you're going to just put your name here. You're going to put your address here. You're going to put your social security number here. You're going to put your date of birth here. And then for each bureau, you're going to have their own letters. So that's Equifax there. If we scroll down, we're going to see TransUnion here. And these are all the accounts that's on TransUnion. And then we're going to also see Experian here. So they all have their own dispute letter. And all we're doing is, I want to make sure I'm showing you all this correctly. How can I show you all? Let me remove this. So let me go back to our credit report that we had previously. Stop this screen share, share this whole window. Nope, this window. Okay, perfect. Here we are here. So all we're doing on our dispute letter is, we're copying our account name. We're going to copy our account number on here, right here. You know, it's one for each credit bureau. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different. We're going to copy that. And then for the very detailed dispute letters, instead of doing the thing that says not mine, unverifiable, instead of saying that, we're gonna say something different. We're gonna say on my TransUnion credit report, it has my monthly payment listed as $47. But when I look at my Experian and my Equifax credit report, it says that my monthly payment is $48. We're basically just writing out full sentences talking about every difference. When I look at my TransUnion credit report, they have the opening, the date that the account was opened, August 21st, 2019. But when I look at the other two bureaus, they have the first instead of the 21st. Same year, but they have the first and not the 21st. Then you're also going to go and talk about the balance. So all we're going to do is be filling this stuff in the free letter. Okay, that's all we're going to be doing. Okay, but this account right here is just about late payments. The only thing you're going to say about this is, I don't remember being late on the account. You're going to say delete, not delete, but remove the late payments from my payment history, remove the late payments from my account. That's basically what we're going to be able to, that's what we're going to do when we plug it into our dispute letter. So if somebody asks me how we're going to do our dispute letter, that's basically how we're going to do it. If I have a freeze, do I have to lift it? No. So when you pull your own credit report, which is Identity IQ, which is also in your credit report, you don't have to remove a freeze. Only time you need to remove a freeze is if you apply for an account. And then not only do you have to remove the freeze, but that company that where you apply for, they'll let you know which one you have to remove too. So they'll let you know, hey, we need you to remove your freeze from TransUnion. We need you to remove your freeze from Equifax. They'll let you know exactly which bureau they need you to remove it from. So you don't necessarily need to remove it now, but they'll let you know exactly which bureau you need to remove it from. But when I showed y'all my thing previously, let me just show y'all again just in case, because uh-oh. Oh, now we get into my homework, y'all. Stop, don't look at it. Now I'm in my homework. I think I need to go forward, not backwards. Okay, let me see. Let me actually go this way. Perfect. Y'all all in my homework. I didn't want y'all to see my homework. Let me share that screen. Where is it at? What am I sharing in this? I'm going all over the place sharing everything. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I messed up the screen. Remove. Let me remove this screen. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's good. Okay, this is how it should look. Share this, add this to the stage. Okay, perfect. So I just want you all to understand this because some of y'all probably need to get y'all some accounts right now. Remember I told y'all that um this place right here, y'all will be able to see. Make sure y'all can see the place, right? This place right here, I have a list of credit cards that can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So I like to go there when I teach all about getting credit cards and stuff like that. This is something that I personally built so that you all can be able to see, you know, which bureau they're going to pull. You'll be able to see which ones that's going to say yes or no to you without a hard inquiry. So let me show you what I mean by knowing like which bureau they're going to pull. Because sometimes it's best to just know what they're going to pull. That way, when you do your application, you don't have to call them back and say, "Hey, go ahead and get it now." You already know. So right here, this if you scroll down on here, I tell y'all which bureau they're going to pull. So you'll basically just remove your freeze from that bureau, apply for it. They're going to tell you yes or no, and then you can put your freeze back on. But you need to know which bureau they're going to pull from. That's going to be very, very important, though. I only have my student loans report out, Equifax and TransUnion, but showing different late payment dates. So if you have different late payment dates on there, then all you have to do is just do that dispute letter and just put on there. So let me show you how you can actually put it on there. Let me see. I'm confused as to which one it is at this point now. I don't know to go backwards or forwards. Okay, perfect. Let me share this tab instead. So when y'all do y'all student loans, say if you was late, you could put on here, I was never late. And then you could just put August 2025. And then you could put September 2025. And then, oh, I missed the E. And also you can put what October 2025. You can just put it like that, and then you can put right here, please remove the late payments from my credit reports. You can just do it like this, because you're gonna know which months that you're late. When y'all looking on here, they're gonna tell y'all like what months you're listed late. You're gonna just do it like that. And if it's on all three credit bureaus, you're just gonna copy this and put this on Equifax. It's already on Equifax, so you're just gonna copy it. You're gonna put it on your Equifax. You're gonna put it at the bottom of your TransUnion letter, which will be here. You'll just put it there. And don't forget, y'all gonna change the name. But I'm trying to show you how to do it. You just have to ask the credit bureaus to remove your late payment, and then two, you'll have a goodwill letter that you're going to use to ask them to remove it also. I like to not make sure. I don't like when it's on two pages because this is getting scanned into their eOscar system. They don't necessarily look at these dispute letters. The actual person not going to look at these. So it's going to get scanned into a system. So I like to just make sure that they're on their own little page. And then you're going to have multiple student loans most likely. So if you got multiple student loans, just make sure all the account numbers are the same. And if they literally have the same exact account number, you just copy it. And put as many accounts that you have on your credit reports, you just copy it that many number of times. So basically, say if this was, let's put Fed loan on here. So if this was Fed loan and this is on your credit report 5 times, you just copy it and you'll put it on here 5 times, basically like this. Like you'll just do this. Don't overthink it, y'all. Okay, because with late payments, I really don't want y'all dispute it like that or be too detailed because they gonna want to just delete the whole account and we don't want to delete it. We just want the late payments removed, remember? We just don't want the late payments removed, and we really want to talk to the student loans servicer, which a lot of times they're not going to remove it. You really do got to go to the bureaus for student loans to ask them to remove it. But again, we don't want them to delete the account. We just want them to remove the late payments, and that's it. But that's how you're going to handle your student loans. When you do your dispute letter, you're going to just add them on there just like that. And then if the account number is different, change the account number. But if not, because sometimes you're not going to have like different account numbers because this part of it is missing. You just copy it on there just like this. They know what's up in there. Do y'all have any other questions for me? We kind of a little earlier. But only thing I'm supposed to show y'all is how to really point out like the different errors on your credit reports. So I think I did a very good job at doing that with you all yesterday. I was very detailed. I know the person said it was like feel like it was too much, but I think I was very detailed on it. But if y'all have specific questions, if you all want to come on to um the video, like if you guys want to come on here, ask a question, like I allowed somebody to come on here earlier, you guys can come on here and talk to me. Like, let's figure out what you all have going on. If not, I can answer any questions that you have. But yesterday, all you were supposed to do is literally just get your identity IQ report for $1. That's it. I said y'all can go to annual, but I said go to Identity IQ because it's easier to look at. What do you use to devs? What do you use? What are you using the FTC report for? Is that what you're asking? FTC report, you're going to use that if you have like identity theft. If you have identity theft, that's what you're going to use it for. So that's what the FTC report is. If y'all don't have identity theft, don't use that FTC report. Some people use that like if they have the data breach and they want to get their account deleted that way. But like I said too, I'm gonna teach y'all that just in case y'all do want to do it. But at the same time too, I would rather y'all just get money and do it this way. Like seriously, I'm not kidding. I would not be doing a data breach. I'm not doing. I wouldn't. I'd be going just doing this because what y'all making on y'all job, y'all probably could make that doing this. What do you mean it's closed down? You mean because of the glitch today is closed down? What I have to do if I want to use my credit card and need scheduled payment? Wait, what I have, if I don't want to use my credit card. When you say you're scheduling a payment agreement, are you doing it with a collection company or like who you scheduling the payment with? They said what I need to do if I don't want to use my credit card and I need to schedule a payment agreement. I'd rather use the free trial finding IQ. What is next best from them? Do you suggest? If that's what you already use, just get back in there and get it. Like I just like how it's all set up. You can always, if you can get back in there, I like that. Um, it's another one, but they just don't have a last date activity on there. Um, Let me show you. Where is the screen at? Because I'm just showing y'all all my little business. Showing y'all all my little business. This is another one here. This is another one where my system can pull it in and it can highlight your errors, but it's just not as good. It honestly is not as good. Okay, so here it is right here. You can come here and get it. It's not as good because it don't have the last date of activity, and that's what I really want with those collection companies. Okay, so that's basically what it is. But this right here give you all 3 year credit reports, which is something that you want, okay? So that, this will still give it to you. But again, if you're gonna pay this anyway, you might as well just go back and see if you can use my link and then just pay this right here because that's cheaper. $23.86. That's gonna be cheaper than actually paying a $24.99 anyway. So try to see if you can get back in there. It's down because it's the government. FTC. No, really? Well, they saying go here and do it to report fraud, scams, and bad business practices. Go to report fraud here. Well, you can probably put that on there too about the credit bureaus. Oh, wait, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not sharing this screen. Let me share this screen. Let me share this. This is what we're looking at. Oh my gosh. Because of the because of the thing is down right now. I didn't even think about that. Do you have okay, so listen, let me say this too, because this is probably gonna be something that you'll have to do. If you do have identity theft, do you really got real life identity theft? That's the biggest question. Do you really got real life identity theft? If y'all really got real life identity theft, y'all need to real life find you attorney that sue. You need to find an attorney that just sue right away because they don't have their way that they want to go about it. So I got settlements. I don't know if you've seen, but I have settlements with all three credit bureaus. And when I try to and also too with collection companies, but my clients, I send them to attorneys after I send out their letter certified. There's a lot of attorneys that will do real life identity theft. They love those cases because a lot of those cases they can get $100,000 or above. They'll make so much money off your case, and then they'll be trying to help you get so much money, right? Because those are big cases. Because even if but it's real, you know. So if you real like identity theft, then call me. Let's just find you an attorney and you just go and let the attorney deal with it all. You don't have to pay the attorneys. They're gonna get paid when they actually sue for you all. They take that case, they'll look over your credit reports for free. That's why I say do identity IQ anyway, because you'll have it. They'll look at your credit reports for free and they'll let you know if you got a case. And if you got a case, a lot of attorneys, that even the attorneys I wanted my clients to go with, um, they want identity theft cases. So they like, hey Keith, I don't do that. I'll only do identity theft, you know. So if you got real life identity theft, just go to an attorney and let them just sue right away. Like don't even try to do stuff your own, especially when I know um based off of this, because I'm not trying to get in trouble. Based off of this too, let me say this just in case they try to take me out of context. We're going based off of this, me having my this correspondence that's public records based off of TransUnion telling me that they're going to settle this matter for monetary payment. This right here, this case, if you look at the actual complaint, it's not identity theft. So if there's some type of settlement of monetary payment between me and TransUnion, and this is not identity theft, I think that you're going to have you a nice little monetary payment. This is just what I'm thinking. Because a lot of attorneys, they love those cases. And I have a list of a lot of attorneys. What state you in? I don't even think you should get in my community. You need to go get the check right now. Like, don't even come to the community. What state you in? Let's get the attorney. Like, go over there. You in Ohio? I'm gonna find you an attorney. Because I'm telling you, they gonna take your case. Those are the cases that they like to do all the time. Like you got real identity theft. It's not your account and they have it on there. Okay, I'm gonna remember to find your attorney and you gonna go from there. And Antonio, what's your attorney? What you need an attorney for? What's your be a thing? So what I like to tell people is a lot of my clients, what I do is what I like to focus on. I send out all of the dispute letters certified. I like to go through all of the phases of this, and then two, I send them to an attorney. The only I only found a few attorney that just like any kind of case. When I say any kind of case, it's not identity theft. Attorneys love identity theft cases because they're so simple and they can get a lot of money for them. Basically, they really love those type of cases. Oh, okay, so if you want to just learn credit in general, you're in the right spot. We're just basically going over credit now. I would just suggest that you get your workbooks though, like this right here. Get this workbook from the TikTok shop. No, sorry, sorry. Get it down below from the TikTok shop, and then get the package that have these in there also. You got these in there also. Get the package with these things in there also. And then two, come on here every day. What we on day number 4? We're on day number 4, so we got 75 days. We're locking in every single day until December 31st. So we're going to go into the new year. The goal is with the class that we're doing now, we want to have 180 points increase before the new year. And then with this one here, we working to have 100 points in the 30 days. So that's this one right here. I wanted to learn arbitration too. I wanted to too, but then I realized going to the when I took classes, the professor said a lot of times you're not going to arbitration or anything like that. A lot of stuff just gonna be settled. Like you don't have to. Because I never learned fully. I never learned arbitration when I was in my courses. My courses taught me how just to put the lawsuit in, how to sue. And a lot of times you're not going to arbitration. A lot of stuff just gonna be settled ahead of time, which I have found to be very much true with a lot of cases. You're gonna just see that a lot of stuff just gets settled. So just learn how to sue in general. And if you need to go to arbitration, if you need to learn arbitration, just start studying. Like if you know you're gonna set up arbitration, and then too, that stuff is very expensive. I think the one that wanted to be our arbitrator, they was like they're gonna charge like $600 or $700 an hour. And then they said they need the money up front. Because when you do your federal documents, they said that they want to know who it is. Like when you do a federal case, they'll say, "Oh, we need to know who your arbitrator is going to be." Like, so I do. You could just put one down, but at the same time, like, let's hurry up and settle this because who paying for this? But I say just go through with the I would go through with the lawsuit and see because I thought, oh my gosh, I need to learn this. I started studying so much about arbitration, y'all, it was a shame. Never have to use it. So I just say go through the phase of like suing and then you'll see. And then Antonio, what state you in again? Let me write your name down because I'm gonna find you. So, yeah, so just how to sue in general, that's this here. When I took my two courses, I took notes on how to be able to sue, and then I actually did everything in there. So I took notes and basically that's what this came up to right here when I took notes. Yeah, so I'm basically teaching you how to sue in this thing. I'm not y'all lawyer. I'm not trying to give y'all legal advice. I'm just teaching you the steps. So if I was to have to sue again, for collection come on my credit reports or anything is on my credit reports, this is what I would do. I literally would just find all of the errors that's on my credit reports. I will send out 3 rounds of dispute letters. So we doing one now that's going to be due in 5 days. We're going to do one dispute letter. We're going to see whether or not they're going to delete it. Whatever they don't delete, we're going to send out another dispute letter saying why you didn't delete it. And this is to the credit bureaus. And then during that time, too, we're going to send a letter to every single company that's on the credit report. So every single company that's on a credit report, we're going to send a letter directly to that company asking them, hey, how did you keep this on my credit report? You told the credit bureaus this is correct. How is it correct? Send me all the documentation. When they fail to send that documentation, based off of all those companies that's on the credit reports. Oh, my screen acting funny. Such as this, like all of these companies that's negative, we're gonna send them all a letter. If they don't delete it the first month, we're gonna send them all a letter the second month. And then we're gonna ask them for the second letter, like, how did you verify the account? If they say that um or we verified the account using this information, but we can still see that there's errors like this. The date open is different, or we still see that they re-aging the debt, even though they lying saying that it's correct. We're gonna give them that 1 month to get it done, which is your second round of dispute letters, and then the third round of dispute letters. If it was me, I would send them a demand saying, "Hey, give me $10,000, delete this account from my credit reports, or I'm taking legal action in 15 days." And I will personally send that to the their registered agent because a lot of times I realize too is when you actually put a lawsuit in, you have to send like when you serve them, when you get them served, you have to serve their registered agent. So I send it directly there. So I had this company texting me, and I told them stop texting me a collection recently, like what a month or two ago. I said, hey, stop texting me. I said, don't text me. I don't know what it was about. I don't remember, but I think it was about some toes, to be honest. It's about something like, I remember I went through Texas, I don't know what it was about. I told them to stop texting me. I told them that I was going to sue them. I sent them a letter directly to their registered agent, so I was going to sue them. I haven't heard from them at them at all. And since I just been going through so much with school, I haven't sued them or anything. I technically could go along with it, but the point that I already sent that letter, if they try to do something funny or whatever, I still can go take legal action against them. But I just never did anything, but they not messing with me anymore. So I'm like, okay, we cool. And I know I still got 2 years from the date that they violated me to actually take legal action against them. I'm a, I'm ready to sue now because I already said sue. Okay, well just make sure that you go through this, see what like steps it is you already did or whatever, what you didn't do. And then follow the steps in here. You just gotta file your complaint and yeah, just go through and put your lawsuit together basically. Federal cases are expensive to file in Georgia is $405. It's that amount here too. I'm suing Goldman Sachs now. Well, I don't know how much income you have, but if y'all have kids or if y'all, they have something called a fee waiver. I have it in this book too. Y'all can see if y'all qualify for the fee waiver. A lot of y'all probably qualify for the fee waiver, depending on y'all income. Where is it at in here? Tracking, certified disputes, preparing for courts. Drafting your complaints, filing your case, serving the defendants. Oh, here you go, right here. So, here we go. Look. Y'all have y'all filing fee in federal court, but unless you qualify, so y'all look up this right here, which would allow y'all to have a fee waiver. They gonna um oh my gosh, I can't talk. They're gonna waive your filing fee and they'll waive all of your service. So when I did my lawsuit, I had all of mine waived. Y'all know I got 5 kids though. Y'all know I got a lot of kids, so I can always get a lot of stuff done. Can I show y'all? I don't think it's gonna show right on here, y'all. Oh, y'all should have a workbook. Y'all should have this book anyway. It's on chapter 5. But it talks about it on here. So just look at it because it talks about you'll have to ask the judge, especially if you have like if you still got a car, you still got a mortgage, you still technically have these certain debts. The judge, I would say still submit it because the judge, he'll give you the private oh my gosh. The judge is gonna give you the final approval anyway. So male or woman, they're gonna give you the final approval. But I love federal. I just love federal because at first I did state. So I did state for my first case. I did state. Um, I don't like how informal it is. Now that I know how to like do a complaint and stuff like that, I want to do my own complaint. I want to make sure everything is detailed. When I went to state court, they had one little box that I was supposed to fill in, and technically, even though they deleted all of the stuff from my credit reports from when I did that lawsuit when I went to court, they was like, "Oh, she failed to state a claim," meaning that I wasn't very detailed. I didn't show how they harmed me. I wasn't detailed. They gave me the small little box compared to when I do a complaint. Now, what I know about federal court, I can list every single thing on there. If I want it to be 25 pages long, it'd be 25 pages long. I can include everything. So they can't just wiggle out of it like, oh, failure to state a claim. I see a lot of people get their stuff rejected for failure to state a claim because that's what they tried to tell me the first time too. And I'm teaching y'all all of this within here, like how to sue. Um, the book is down below. I think it's what $25, $24, something like that right now. Yes, they are a mess, but that's good. I think that's a good thing now. When you know how to be on the other end of it, it's a good thing in a way, but it's bad for those people that don't know. Now they paying more interest on a lot of their debt and stuff like that. It is bad in that way, but that's what I'm here for to be able to teach all this stuff. But like I said, to that book is down below. Yeah, you're right. I found out after the fact, but it's okay. I'm about to get it back 10 times. So what you asking them for? When you put your complaint in there, how much you ask them for? Now I want you to come on the camera and talk to us about what's going on. I love this stuff, y'all. I cannot wait till people actually do their stuff. Like I'm following a few people where they actually have lawsuits in. Like, I'm following these people and I'm like, I'm not giving legal advice. You gotta think about it too. If they my family and friends, I can say whatever I want, you know. But I'm nosy. I want to know, like, what are you saying? What is going on with the case? Where is it at? You know, where are you at in the process? What have y'all done so far? What are they saying? You know, and the best advice I can give you is just learn as much as you can from your case, no matter what. Learn how you messed up, how you could have fixed it, how you wiggle out of certain things. Like, just figure it out. But I'm like waiting. I'm like, what is it? I asked for 75K. I'm not playing around with them. They want to not pay it for 4 years. So what's gonna be your evidence though? Come on the camera, come on the thing. I want to hear it. I'm nosy now. But yeah, we got 5 more minutes of this class though, y'all. My coffee is like kicking in. I'm like so energized. I was just so tired. I still feel tired and drained because I'm not getting that much sleep at night. But at the same time, that coffee is definitely kicking in. I am very energized. All I want y'all to do though for our class today is just make sure you have your credit reports. Tomorrow's day 5. Tomorrow's day 5. All we're going over is like the difference between FICO and Advantage credit score. And like I told y'all, do not care about these credit scores. Like, do not care about them at all because we're gonna go over it tomorrow. Like, if you're gonna do a mortgage, they have a separate mortgage score for you. They're gonna have a different one for auto. They're gonna have like it's different type of FICOs. I go over this a lot in Credit 101. Somebody in here was talking about Credit 101. That's something I did years ago. And I put together like it's a course for like $9.99 per month. It's really nice. So I spent like what a whole year putting it together. It basically teaches you credit, but don't overthink it. Like that's if we're gonna talk about FICO and we're gonna talk about Vantage. Vantage is just the credit score that you are gonna see like on Credit Karma, Identity IQ. FICO is the ones you're gonna get directly from like Experian. Like if you go on Experian and ask for all 3 of your credit reports, that's gonna be your FICO. Let me see. I think that you can. Let me invite you. You waiting on your books, Evelyn? I can't wait to get them. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Are you hanging in there for real? You about to get you a check.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I said, I know you hanging in there. You about to get you a check.
Man, let me tell you.
So what happened?
I actually have 3 lawsuits in federal court right now. I have one against Goldman Sachs, Mercedes-Benz,
Mhm.
and Experian. And my credit score is high. Like I'm in the 750s. What happened was I leased the car back in 2020. I leased it for 36 months. So I
Mhm.
turned it back in 2023. Mercedes-Benz, they was calling me like a couple months before the lease was ending. Like, hey, do you want to keep the car? I was like, no. Like, the price was really high. They was really high for a lease. And actually, the dealer I went to,
Mhm.
because I'm in Georgia.
Mhm. I don't like y'all federal courts in Georgia. I don't like y'all federal courts in Georgia. I think the northern one is the one I was dealing with or helping somebody with. And
That's the one in Atlanta.
yeah.
That's the one I'm at. That's the one I'm going to. That's the one I got my case back.
Okay.
So what happened with Mercedes-Benz, I leased the vehicle for 36 months. So that was 3 years, turned it back in the time that it was due. It wasn't repoed, it was turned in. I didn't want to get the car. The payments were like $975 a month. That was my first time leasing.
Yeah.
And so, I was excited and everything, but I would never do it again. Not at those type of payments, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Leased the car, turned it back into them because when I turned it in, I didn't turn it into the dealer where I bought it from.
Mm-hmm.
I turned it to another Mercedes. Because when you lease a car, you can turn it into authorized or
Okay.
whatever the dealer, whatever type of car it is.
Mm-hmm.
I did that in a Mercedes Benz that was local to my home. Where I messed up at, I don't recall them giving me any paperwork, like to say, hey, I turned the car in. But here's the thing. It's 2025, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you think if I still had that car, wouldn't it be pretty much stealing the car? So how about Mercedes-Benz Financial Authority was smart to keep like with they literally to this day, and I wish I could show you that my account is open and current. Listen to this. They say that it's open and current. However, they say it says full termination but owing balance. They're trying to say I owe them 15 grand. And to this day, as we speak, they literally say it's almost like they're saying I still have the vehicle.
And it's only on Experian because you said you're only suing Experian, right?
It's on Experian and Equifax, but it's not on TransUnion. So literally I've been literally fighting with them for 2 weeks. At first, before I started learning the credit stuff, I had other people doing it, kind of disappointed in it. And I just was like, let me try it, because it's like I was tired of paying all this money out and people making these promises, they're not delivering. And they just couldn't get it off.
But you know that even if you try, you realize you couldn't get it off too, right? You realize you had to sue, period, right? Yes.
And then when you pull my credit, it looks like I have a $15,000 debt against my, it's against my debt. So it's like, I was like, because it's reporting positive. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
However, I don't have the vehicle. I don't owe them 15 grand. So why would I want to keep it on my credit report?
What's your damages though? What are you saying your damages is?
Okay, because I know they got it.
Oh, they got it.
I'm not saying that's what I get, but that's what I started at.
We talked about that in the book. Start high. Let them come in and figure it out. Are they trying to settle yet? Especially the bureaus. Are they trying to settle?
Not yet, but Goldman Sachs, they have been first they remanded it. They had when I first did my lawsuit, I actually went to state court.
You removed it to federal.
Federal, and they do that on purpose.
But that's a good thing. Yeah.
Eventually, it's gonna work out in my favor.
Yeah, that's what happened to me with Midland, and I was so scared. But look, I still got a settlement with them. I was like, I'm just gonna figure out my documentation, and we gonna settle because that's what happened.
When I first went, I'm like, I'm not, I'm not a lawyer. I don't, I have to really learn, and my little friend ChatGPT helped me out a little. So I was like, I think I can do this. And the lawyer have literally been back and forth with me, and they trying to say, well, we're not saying we're at fault. However, I forgot how he said it, but they didn't admit fault, but they also didn't say that at first. They tried to say they weren't guilty of it, so I brought up the evidence.
So you already gave them some evidence.
My evidence pretty much was okay. So what happened was I bought something from Saks Fifth Avenue, right? My debit card. And when I returned the item back. So the salesperson somehow returned the money onto a credit card. It went onto I do have a Goldman Sachs credit card. My credit limit is only $500 on that card. The return was $2,800. Instead of Goldman Sachs returning the money back and saying, okay, this is an error, obviously, they literally kept my money for 30 days. I literally had to fuss and fight and threaten them and say I was going to take them to court. And it was the minute I served them, like you said, I heard you say something about a registered agent. I had the registered agent, and I kid you not, they returned the refund. They put the refund in my bank account.
So that registered agent, I'm telling y'all, is everything, because that's when they know that okay, you're not playing. You're not playing. Like I realized that I was getting stuff deleted from everybody's credit, and I could not get it deleted from mine. And I'm like, this is a sign. You just gotta sue.
Period. Once you get that registered agent, they're like, okay, this person is serious.
That's why I say send a demand letter there. So that's basically what you did in a way. But
served by the sheriff, I guess the courthouse, the sheriff or whoever. But
yeah.
Served. Now back to Mercedes-Benz Financial. To this day, they're still reporting my account as if it's open. I literally just found out, and I wish I would have been more proactive about it. But I found out that the title, that vehicle, a lot of times when you lease a vehicle and you turn it back, those cars go into auction.
They're supposed to at least, and then they're supposed to offset whatever they say you would have owed anyway. That 15,000.
I found out when I went to the tag office, I found out that they no longer want me. The service did not have any ownership to that vehicle because the title is canceled. It canceled back in 2024.
So you just discovering a lot. So in terms of your lawsuit, where are y'all at? Like, have you did like a request for production yet? Have you requested documents from them?
So I turned in that thing to the court, and now it's pretty soon. I guess they could begin it because they do it electronically.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for them to to respond to me because
Okay.
access to the pacer. You can, but the judge has to approve it.
Why? I got access to Pacer. But I had it for years.
I did request, but I haven't got anything in the mail or anything,
Yeah.
I mean, so frustrated having to go back and forth downtown because the mail system, they tried to mail something to them on was it Thursday? Like, they probably like going to take 2 days. That's just, I don't know. You might as well just go and take this.
Yeah, for sure. And that's too much anyway. And then when you do Pacer, you gotta what, pay 10 cents per page. Anything you look at, you pay a 10 cent, even if you need it or not. You're paying for it. So don't open your phone.
It's definitely nickel and diming you. But when I found out that title was canceled, I was like, got him.
Got him. Yes. That's true. Yes.
It's like I found out the car was somewhere in Connecticut. It was titled for Connecticut. Mercedes-Benz do not own a car.
And they still got it on your credit report as if you still owe them some money. Okay, well,
and then here's another thing. They tried, them cars, tires is expensive. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's some special type of tires that Mercedes-Benz got. I think they call them flat ones or something. And the tire was like $750 a tire. They said that 2 of the tires was messed up. Mind you, I prepaid for like tire, wear out tires or whatever.
Yeah, like anything that you probably have to fix sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, you are. And I'm happy that you already up on it too. My biggest thing that I learned though, this is something that my professor told me. To get a fast settlement, ask them for documents that they know that they don't want to give you. Ask them for the documents. That's when settlement's gonna come up. And then if they don't give you the documents, file a motion to compel. Because we have to do that all in class. We have to do motion to compel. So if they say we don't need to give you no document, she said follow up every single week for that document, and you only need to follow up 3 times because they do something where you got to do this meet and confer or something like that, where you have to talk to them first before you tell the judge to do something. Well, this ain't gonna take that long. You might have you a settlement before this end of this year. Start asking for them documents.
Because I got them in fraud. They're doing is fraud.
Well, I think that you're on the right path. Now you just gotta wait for them to the judge to see that you guys have finally served them basically. And then you basically got to come up with all your dates. You have to talk to them. Y'all got to do put all your dates on a form, and then y'all just got to go through the process. But as soon as y'all get that document done, if it was me, I'm gonna start asking for documents. Can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get this contract? Can I get that contract? As soon as you start asking for a lot of documents, that's what my professor told me. That's when you're gonna get settlements.
I did do my follow report with the CFPB, which I don't believe in them because it's almost like they wasn't enforcing.
I said that don't even do that. It is waste of time. You need to sue.
It is.
I say that.
A lot of people be talking about, the CFPB is the real credit bureau, blah, 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 which they might be. However, they don't be enforcing them to do the right thing.
No.
I've been literally with these folks for like 2 years. And then I find out again that so when Mercedes-Benz finally responded about the amount that they said I owed wasn't the same amount that they have on my credit report.
Wait, you said it's not the same amount?
It's not the same amount.
I wish you could see my case.
Man, I will. Because I know I'm going to get that bag because
I know you are too. As long as you start asking for documents as soon as they get served, like put you. Do you know about that yet? A request for production?
am I? Technically that's where I'm at right now because like we're back and forth. They're sending me. There's nothing for them to send me because I'm very sure they didn't think that I would find out that the title was canceled.
Take a screenshot of this page right here. This is the biggest page inside of this is the biggest part for you. The request for production and then do some interrogatories. This is discovery. This is your whole discovery phase. But once you do some of these, then that's when action gonna start. But don't forget with interrogatories and also requests for production, you only got so many you can ask for. So be strategic, you know. But you said you got Chatty on your side, so Chatty should know your whole case anyway. You know, have them create those for you. Going about to this.
But they really like, I mean, right now when people do pull my credit, they're like, well, we're not gonna count that against you because it's over 2 years and but who wants to like somebody to report the debt that they really don't owe it?
And so what's your damages then? What are you saying your damages are?
I do get higher APR.
Oh, there you go. That's it. That's all you gotta say. I ain't gotta hear no more. There you go.
My daughter's home. And when I co-signed it, technically the co-signer is the main owner, although they call it co-signer. The thing is that like 20 something, what is that? I should have, my score, her APR should have been like really low, like really low.
Mm-hmm. Well, you good. Just them discovery as soon as possible. But I'm happy that you came on here because I say a lot of stuff that you found out. These dispute letters is a joke.
Found out like sooner though.
I had found out years ago, but I didn't really start implementing it. But I'm going to law school for this reason because a lot of people think that, like, even clients, like, well, I thought this was going to get deleted, and I tell them to sue, and they think that it's another way. And I'm like, no, sue them. You want to get money because would you do any other way?
Exactly.
Even if they tell you we're gonna get rid of the $15,000, you know right now I need money. Yes,
that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to come out their pocket.
Yeah, but I'm happy that you found that out and you found out that a CFPB, you can put a complaint in all you want to. I talked about that the other day. My friend was like, "Oh, I got my LVMV funding deleted." I'm like, "That's good," but a lot of people don't get that. And also, I don't even really want the deletion. I'd rather sue. If it takes 6 months, 8 months for me to get a check, I'm going to get the check because that's going to be better off. And then too, that 15,000, even if you get that deleted from your credit reports, you did not fix your problem. Where they still say you owe 15,000, which is your biggest problem. The debt is still there.
Right.
So you right from come back, ask questions. I'm here all year. Yes, if you need yes, for sure. You have any questions or anything, like definitely let me know. And do not talk to I'm not talking you legal advice, I'm not trying to act like your attorney, but one thing I found out is do not talk to them on the phone. All in writing, all through emails. I'm so sorry. I feel kind of nervous. I feel kind of shy. I just cannot talk over the phone. Is it a way that we can just go email back and forth? Or I'm sorry, I'm at work. Can we email back and forth? Whatever but do not talk to them over the phone because whatever you say over the phone, nobody hears it. It's not being recorded. It's hearsay.
Past that point.
Well, no, y'all not because y'all haven't did settlement negotiations.
Exactly. Well, since we did just let me see, the little, I guess the little maybe have a holiday or something like that, but so I said, you know what, I'm gonna do them like another. I figured I could hear something really good before. Start the contract. Start it yourself. Did you tell them that's how much money you want? Okay, well send them another email. Hi, I sent you proof. And then also I would send an interrogatory and discovery and then say, hey, again, the number that I'm looking for is $100,000. We can have this settled. Start the conversation.
Be pushy if you have to. That's what I would suggest. But I'm not trying to be a lawyer. I'm not trying to give legal advice. But if I was to do this all over again, I'm going to start the negotiation because I'm not going to wait on you. Be pushy, very pushy.
We're kind of going back and forth, and then yeah, but I guess I could initiate that.
Judges want y'all to do this. The judge don't even want to be there. They're gonna be like, "Why y'all haven't talked?" The judge is there to make sure that y'all are doing what y'all need to do. Basically, that's what the judge gonna be there for. Like when you tell them you want documents and they don't do it, and then you have to file like a motion to compel, which means say, Judge, I asked for this, they never gave it to me. I tried talking to them 3 different times about this, they never gave it to me. That's when the judge intervene. The judge not gonna intervene on anything unless y'all missing dates or anything like that. But I would be very, very pushy. As soon as I know that they were served, I would be sending emails. Once I get their email address, I'm talking automatically like, oh, I know that I put in a document. Just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Here is my request for production. Here is my interrogatories. They know how long they got to get that filled out and sent to you. I'm gonna ask them for a lot of stuff. Might as well and get that to them as soon as you able to. But don't forget, y'all have to do y'all, what is it called? Case management. It's a report y'all have to do first. But I would have it done, and then I would just be letting them know this is what my number is. And then when it come down to that's all of them. You got Experian on there too, right? Let them know that stuff right away. Don't let them go slow because don't forget when you have a settlement, you're gonna find out they're gonna shut you up. They're gonna try to say, they're gonna try to shut you up. It's public records that TransUnion try to shut me up. So that's the only reason why I can say that they try to shut you up. So just make sure that I'll be very, very pushy with them, and I'll be trying to push to that settlement right away because a lot of times too, these attorneys, they're getting paid to do these cases. They're going to try to make it go slower because all they're going to do is build the Mercedes. All they're going to do is build Experian. These attorneys work for these companies. Their job is to build it. But yeah, like you said, get that document done tonight. Like, and ask for stuff that you know they don't want to give to you, or you know that they're gonna have incorrect paperwork with. Like, that's what I would do.
You know what's so funny? With the TransUnion, because when you go to Mercedes and you trying to get a car, they actually pull your TransUnion. It's funny that TransUnion isn't reporting anything about the lease that I had, but Equifax and Experian is.
And you got to try to figure out if you still got time to pull Equifax into this. Equifax is the first company that settled with me. I filed in October. In December, we settled. They got served in November. By December, they settled. They was the first company to settle with me. Yes.
Dang. Okay. Yeah, you're right. This is my first time doing it.
Well,
Was like
I'm happy we talking. Get that little. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say little money. I get that money though. Like, don't leave nothing on the table. That's what I'm thinking. I would never leave nothing on the table. But yeah, I found my paperwork last year, October. By December, I settled with Equifax. I think by March, I settled with TransUnion. And then like April, I think I settled with Experian, and I just settled with the collection company. They were the last one I settled with. But the thing is, you want to group them all in there. Like, if it's on there, you in trouble too. Like, that's gonna be a probably shoot. They settled with me first. You never know. It's the check you missing.
I appreciate that. I'm doing it tonight.
Okay, perfect. Well, come back and let us know. Yes. No, come back and tell us the process. Was this the case? We gotta add some extra up in there or something. You have questions or something, feel free. I'm not trying to give you legal advice or anything like that, but I'm gonna like just make sure you include this stuff like for real. Like, cause it's to me it's free money. Especially when you think about all of the hardship that you went through. We talking 2 years, and you talking about a 20-something% interest rate on your daughter's card.
I think it's 26.
That's a lot of money. And you probably have to put a nice down payment down. And you in the 700s? It's no way. Did you have to put a down payment down?
I can tell you better than I can tell you.
Get your money and come back and tell us. All righty. Thank you for coming and tell us. All right. Bye bye. That was a good call. I just love this sewing stuff, y'all. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I know I'm addicted to like sewing, but I'm telling y'all, is we have to sew. But when you know your check is coming, it's a good feeling. Like you just got to do what you got to do to get that stuff done. But I told the last class, 8 o'clock class, because I had her come on. I really appreciate you coming on telling us. I hope everything go good with your case. If you stay on their necks, I know it will be pushy. You be in control. Don't act scared with them. Don't act like you don't, you don't know what's going on. You can't act like you don't know what's going on, but just have your paperwork in order. Because I did that too. I just act like I didn't know what was going on, especially in front of the judge. I'm like, I don't know. I went to class. I know what it's supposed to be. That's why if they had something that wasn't true, I'd be like, "Well, Your Honor, it was under my assumption that this is how it's supposed to go." Well, okay, yeah, it's supposed to go this way. I know, like you know what I mean. And that's how I used to talk, but for real, like bring them all into it. And if you know you can get a check from it, y'all, and y'all here said she tried to get it deleted from her credit report. I had the same problem. Like, I'm not gonna go back and forth with these companies anymore. And then two, she said she tried CFPB. They didn't help her. Same thing with me too. You know, it is what it is. But if y'all can settle, go ahead and settle. And then the last class for the 8 o'clock class too. All we have to do is go over the accounts. Y'all know this is the 9 o'clock class technically, but it don't start until November 1st. I'm like amped up on coffee. I had like made me some instant coffee. And I just started back drinking coffee yesterday, so I'm like energized, but not at the same time energized. I'm just happy talking about the case. So I was just happy to go over that though with you all. But I'm like this in the seat. I need to drink some water. But again, the 9 o'clock class is going to be this book here, but we're not going to start this until November 1st. So this one is going to start November 1st, you all. So this one right here, we're going to start in November 1st. We're going to do the raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. Oh, look, y'all, I have some of my clients. I want to show y'all these results from one of my clients that I just saw that they had. Let me show you all. I was just so proud. Look at the results. Don't forget, this is in 1 month. I can't. Sorry, I can't show y'all on here, but basically, it's Equifax went up 109 points. Right? Equifax went up 109 points, Experian went up 81 points, and TransUnion went up 75 points. Granted, their credit scores are very low. It started off very low. They started at 504 on Equifax. Now they're at 613. Experian, they started at 468. Now they at 549. TransUnion, they started at 463. Now they at 538. These are 30-day results. So imagine where they're going to be later on. So they technically got one bureau to do this right here, the 100 points in 30 days. So they got one bureau to basically do this. But if you calculate and add them all up, um, they're over 200 points, over 250, right? Yeah, over 250 points, 260 points. But that's a lot, you guys. So I wanted to show y'all those results. I started putting them in some of the videos today because I just want y'all to see like where we're gonna go, how we're gonna get there. I know some of y'all have not seen this. A lot of the stuff I said to y'all is very foreign. And during this process too, as we had the young lady come on, she was talking about her experience with suing because I started talking about suing and she's like, "Oh, I got a case right now." I'm like, "Come on, we are going to get the money, y'all. That's what I really want us to do. Like, I am going to law school next year. My beautiful picture here. I am going to go to law school next year, and it's because I know that the money is there, and I know that we need to go ahead and get it. If y'all just delete stuff from y'all credit reports, y'all not going to y'all not dealing with the biggest problem of them saying that y'all owe them. That is a huge problem. Them saying that y'all owe them, that's going to be one of the biggest problems. But in this 9 o'clock class, we're going to focus on really raising that credit score. Honestly, if y'all think that y'all just going to do the 9 o'clock class, I really want y'all to rethink it and come to our 7 o'clock and our 8 o'clock class because we're going over disputes right now. we're not. Okay, let me see where I go. We're going over disputes right now. We haven't even sent out our disputes. We still got quite a few more days. I think we got 5 more days until we actually send out our disputes. So I do say um get the books down below. Let me add you to the course. We're going to do our dispute letters in 5 days. We're going to start doing our disputes. I started teaching about it though in the 7 o'clock class and also in the 8 o'clock class. Get your letters, get your not your letters, get your books now. I'm going to send you access to the course. That's where you're going to find all the free letters. You're going to be able to get your credit reports. And then also too, I have where I can send out 6 months of letters for you. Now, I do suggest y'all though send y'all stuff certified mail. Y'all have to send a certified mail. That's going to be one of the biggest things. And thank you so much. That is good though, right? Um, about the credit score going up. I really do love it. But y'all do have to send a certified mail, whatever we do. But when we do our class, the 9 o'clock class, it's really going to be big. Our biggest thing that we're going to be doing is we want to make sure that we get that credit score up. We are going to do disputes. We are going to do them certified. If y'all still want to go through the stages of actually setting y'all stuff up, though, so y'all can easily sue, like if y'all want to make sure that y'all going through these steps here. So if y'all want to actually do this here, we are going to set this stuff up. But at the same time, our main focus is getting your credit score up as fast as possible. So starting on Saturday, I'm going to have a list of things that I want you all to do ahead of time. And I'm going to tell you all that list every single day. I am going to kind of tell y'all today, like if you know you stand for this 9 o'clock class, because we did 7 o'clock earlier, that 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. I'm going to tell you a few things that you all can do. So first off, what I'm telling the 7 o'clock class and 8 o'clock class is pull your credit reports. So if you already have this workbook, you should already have access to the free course. So I have a link in there where you guys can get your credit reports for just $1. I want you all to pull your credit reports. And this is what you all are going to be able to see. So I tell you all, go there and get the link for just $1. As you can see right here, it's going to be just $1. Get your credit reports, all 3 of them. You're going to get your credit scores, credit reports for just $1, which is really good for 7 days. And then two, once you do that, you'll be able to see all of the different errors on your credit reports. All of this going to be pointed out to you, all of this you'll be able to see like differences in balance, differences in the last data activity, differences last payment, difference in the payment history. This is what y'all gonna need when we actually start doing this book here. So if y'all can, when y'all get inside the course, y'all gonna see where y'all can do the 6 months of free letters. Get y'all credit reports early. That's gonna be something very, very important. So I want you all to go ahead and get your credit reports early. So that's one thing that y'all can do to get started. Y'all can also, when y'all get your credit reports early, make sure you download them right away. Now, if you're going to get your credit reports early, and we're not technically going to start the class into the first, I want you all to be able to look at this. I want y'all to be able to get this analyzer right here. Y'all see what I showed y'all with the errors? I want y'all to be able to get that. So once you have it, what I want you to do is I want you all to set up a call with me so that I can go ahead and make sure my assistants, what they'll do is they'll go ahead and create it. You can see it right here. They'll go ahead and create that for you where you'll highlight all of your errors. And then y'all can be prepared. Y'all can be ahead of the game for when we start November 1st. Because we start November 1st, again, this is raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. We got 30 days to get your credit scores up 100 points. The faster you get stuff done, the faster you're going to be able to see your credit score go up. I remember you said different platforms report different. Experience shows a little higher than Identity IQ and Credit Karma. That is very, very true. That is what I said. And then when it come down to the credit scores, all we're going to go off of with our credit scores is Credit Karma and Experian app. So I'm glad that you brought that to our attention. That you brought that to my attention. Let me show y'all that comment so y'all can read it too, right here. But I want y'all to download the Experian app and the Credit Karma app. So the class right here, the 7 o'clock class and 8 o'clock class, that's the first thing we did. So this book right here, that's the first thing that we did. And if y'all don't have this book, if y'all look down below, if you all are on TikTok, if y'all look down below, I literally have this available right now for like $9.50 on TikTok. It's basically we have like Black Friday coming up. So they had me mark this down very, very low for you all because I was one of the prices that I had before, one of the lowest prices. So it's no reason why y'all can't have this one, but definitely get this one too. And I do suggest too, if y'all have collections or negative accounts, get this. Okay. But y'all can be able to get this stuff down below. Okay, so that's something I do suggest though. Download that Experian app and download the Credit Karma app. Okay, that's gonna be two things that y'all really want to make sure that y'all get done. So let me look what else I want y'all to do ahead of time. Make sure y'all have y'all workbooks. That's going to be serious. And then when y'all get y'all credit reports, find all of the errors. But like I said too, once y'all go and get your credit reports for ID with the Identity IQ, and let me show y'all too where y'all gonna find it at when y'all go inside the free course. Let me share the screen. All right here. I hate that when that happens. Let me see y'all. Okay, there we go. Share a screen right here. Share it. Jalea, go check on them for me. They in there having a party. Jalea, go check on them. They in there having a party. Okay, so here it is. Here the kids in there acting a fool, y'all. But here it is right here. When y'all go on any of these, y'all will see that link for the Identity IQ where you can get your credit reports for $1. Go ahead and get it and then schedule a call with me. And then also you'll see us an application on here. You can fill out the application, put the login information for Identity IQ on there. If you know that you don't want me to do your dispute letters, you just want me to do that analyzer for you, which is, the thing with the red highlight on it basically, and which is this right here. If you know you just want me to do that, still do step number 5, do the application. Give me your login information for the Identity IQ. I'll create it for you, but just leave like if you know you're not going to be my client, I'm not doing dispute letters. Your social security number, you don't have to put that in there. Just put all zeros. And for your date of birth, just make something up because it ain't gonna matter because I'm not doing letters for you. But if you want to get that analyzer, which is this here, it would be good if y'all get that ahead of time. Okay. And if y'all ever decide that y'all do want to do the 6 months of dispute letters, y'all want me to go ahead and create that for you, then I can go ahead and create it for you because I already have your credit report pulled in anyway. Because my system, it allows me to do your dispute letters very, very fast. So I have a system that literally I can just pull all your stuff in and I can literally have your dispute letters done very, very fast. But when I do your letters certified, which is this here, I don't like how this is it looks so bad here. But when I do y'all stuff certified mail, I make it very detailed when I do the letters because I do want y'all to be able to have options where if you want to take legal actions, those letters are good. Those letters are legit. But again, just get your credit reports from Identity IQ. The link is inside the course. Make sure you all have this workbook ready here. And make sure you all have this workbook here. And then also make sure you all have this workbook here. It is all in a package. You all can get them down below. Just have that together. If you don't want me to do the analyzer for you, you need to learn how to read your credit reports and find all of the errors yourself. So that's something that I am going to teach you all, but that's going to be something too where you should probably watch video number 3 and video number 4, which is yesterday's class and today's class, because I taught them to do it already and y'all need to kind of catch up. I am going to teach it in class, but I'm just trying to teach y'all some stuff that y'all can get done ahead of time that can make y'all credit scores go faster. That's why I already told the people that's in the 7 o'clock class and the 8 o'clock class, take this class because this right here is going to make them go faster than the ones that they're in now. Because they're going to start doing stuff in here that we're not going to get to probably a whole month. It's going to be later on. That one is 75 days. So this one right here is 75 days, y'all. So a lot of stuff we're not even going to get to in this one right here, but we're going to be getting into it very quick here because this one is only lasting 30 days. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So I tell the people, hey, if you're in this class already, stay for the 8 o'clock. And then with this one right here, this will be at 9 o'clock. I'd already teach y'all how to do disputes in here. And by the time you even start this class right here, you're gonna already have your disputes out because we're gonna already have sent out the disputes with this one. Do y'all get what I'm saying with that? So again, I'm just telling y'all stuff to be able to get y'all stuff done faster, especially if you already taken like the 7 o'clock class and the 8 o'clock class. I'm just telling y'all stuff that y'all can do, well, excuse me, to make y'all stuff go faster. And I know I wasn't able to show the results. Y'all weren't able to see the results over here on this screen. But when I talk 100 points in 30 days, this is something I'm thinking about, like 113 points right here. I'm also talking about stuff like this, where Equifax by itself went up 87 points. And look, 90 points, I'm talking 83 points. I want y'all to be able to see these kind of points and to get that kind of results faster. I'm telling y'all like what to do now, because y'all can take y'all time, wait till November 1st and do it with everybody else. But again, I want y'all to be able to do everything faster and get stuff done faster. So that's why I say get the package of all three books. Make sure y'all have all three books, and then also get y'all credit reports. Y'all gonna have access to the free course. Get y'all credit reports, watch class um 3 and 4, which is yesterday's class and today's class. That's going to be inside the course. Go ahead and watch those classes. Y'all can pick the 7 o'clock or the 8 o'clock. Watch those so y'all know how to do disputes, because y'all should the goal is when we start doing it here, we need to get y'all disputes out in one day, because I'm going to go from one topic to the next, another topic to the next topic, and I'm not going back to that other topic. Like once I talk to y'all about removing inquiries, I'm not talking about that no more with y'all in here. In the other class, we're gonna talk about that multiple times. We got 75 days. We got 30 days in here, y'all. So I'm just trying to tell y'all some stuff that y'all should just have done ahead of time, so that y'all can be very, very successful. Do y'all feel me though? Do y'all feel me? Do y'all feel me on this? Just some stuff y'all can have done ahead of time. If y'all want to, don't forget I told y'all can do the 6 months of free dispute letters. Now, y'all don't necessarily have to be inside the membership. I do have it where you all can get the 6 months of free dispute letters. Let me share that screen. And where I can actually create your dispute letters for you ahead of time. So let me share this screen. Julia, did you check on them? Okay, I'm almost done. I got 24 minutes because we're out of here at 10 o'clock. So it's okay. Okay, it don't want me to share my screen the way I want to. So this is how you're gonna be able to see it. But that's fine. So this is right here. Y'all can see where this is at. I don't want to get flagged from saying certain things. Can y'all see the thing up there? This is something that I personally created. So it gets my name right here, and you know what else. If y'all come right here where it says sale, right now I'm doing the thing where I want to reach 100K subscribers. So this is where I'm at right now. This is where I'm at. My goal is to reach 100K. So I said, hey, I'm about to go to law school next year. I'll do 6 months of free dispute letters for you. I'll also give you this book right here, the Strong in 75 book, which is, well, not actually the Strong in 75. You'll get the actual book, and you'll also get the course. It's a special course for that. So not the one that everybody getting for free. It's a special course. You're gonna get that for free. And then also you're gonna get this right here, the 100 raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. You're gonna get this as an ebook. You're gonna get that for free, and then we'll even print and mail your letters if you want to, if you're part of the membership. But all you gotta do is do these steps. You have to subscribe, so that's step number one. You have to go here and see if you have any type of identity theft on there, or see if any of your information been compromised. So you have to do that step. That's step number two. And then EIQ, that's y'all step, because that's how I'm going to pull in your credit report. So pay the dollar for the 7-day trial, and then just do the application. And then I'll create 6 months of dispute letters for you. And then plus you'll still get this red thing right here. This is the analyzer basically that highlight all the errors. You're going to automatically get that sent to you. And if you all want to stay my client, where you're like, no, kid, I want you to send out my letters, I'm going to stay with you for some time, then y'all could just pay $29 instead of having to pay like a fee to get in. Y'all can pay $29, but y'all don't have to do this. Okay, y'all already doing a free class. Y'all can stay in a free class. Y'all don't have to come over here. This is if you want to make sure that you know, if you want to talk to me multiple times, you want me to be looking at things, then you should just pay the $29 per month so that you can always be able to do that. But this is how y'all can get them free letters basically. You just have to do steps one, which is, you know, subscribe, do that free trial here so that you can see if you got any type of fraud. They'll let you know, and then get your credit reports for $1 and then do the application. Then I'll create the 6 months free dispute letter for you. And once you do those steps, don't forget you're getting a PDF version of this one right here to raise your credit score. You getting a PDF version of this for free. You get inside a special course that I haven't been really telling anybody about like that. And then also you'll get a hard copy of this too. Are you going for credit law in law school? So I found out when I go to law school, they gonna teach me just all over law, and I don't like that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to major like in consumer law or something like that. Um, but when I talked to an attorney about it, like he was with one of the largest law firms. He was a head of their credit division or whatever. When I talked to him about it, he told me, I literally know everything. Stop overthinking it. Just go to law school and get a degree and then open up my own law firm because they're not going to teach this credit stuff. They're not that this is not something that's going to be taught in school. But he said, I already really know everything. Seriously. He's like, it's not that hard, you know. So they're gonna just teach me everything. Kind of like when I took the classes about this here. Like when I took classes for and I put this together. This is basically my notes from 2 classes on how to actually sue. They taught me how to sue for like slip and falls, automobile accidents, and stuff like that. That's what they taught me how to do. They didn't teach me how to do credit. I just had to formulate it for credit, basically. Because I knew so much about credit because I've been dealing with credit for about 10 years now. So I wish that I was going just for credit. I think that the best way I'm going to learn about credit is when I'm looking at other people's cases. I'm helping with cases. I already have 3 cases on my own technically. I learned a lot that way. I'm gonna learn by doing, helping my family with their cases. I'm helping like my clients. I'm referring my clients to attorneys. So I'm sending them to attorneys. I'm helping the attorneys say, hey, this is what you should sue for. I'm telling them, hey, this is how I set it up, implement it because I'm not an attorney. I can't help nobody sue. Yes, thank you so much. I'm gonna learn by doing this, so I'm happy with the way that I'm learning now. I'm very happy with the way I'm learning now. I feel like this is really like one of the best ways, and the point that I'm just going to learn just law in general, because when I was talking to my professor, she was like, keep an open mind. When you go to law school, you might end up finding out you don't want to do credit. And I was like, I don't even want to work. What do you mean? I don't want to do any of this. Like, what do you mean? I don't want to do law. I don't want to. I really want to refer out cases like I'm doing now. That's it. Like I'm telling you, I'm sending my clients to attorneys. That's all I want to do. I don't want to do the work for it. I just want people to respect me enough to know my input. Like even my own case, when I tried to get attorneys to do my case, they're like, you don't have a case, all this stuff. This is not a case, but I have settlements. I want them to respect me and not just look at me like, oh, this is just a black girl or whatnot. She don't know what she's talking about. She don't even have a degree. Because when I really started talking about credit, I did not have a degree. I was like, okay, I need to go to law school. So I had to go get my associate's degree. I graduated last year with my associates, and I'm graduating in December with my bachelor's, and then I'm going to law school next year. But they're gonna be talking about, oh, she just a young law student. She don't know anything. She thinks she know everything until I start bringing out my credentials. But I want them to respect me as, oh, she got a respectable law firm. So I know I'm gonna have to learn that by just helping everybody with their cases and just looking at documents. That's why you gotta have Pacer though. You have to make sure like tomorrow, and then you can get Pacer directly. You don't even have to ask the courts. Like if I knew your name, I could look up your case right now. When you have Pacer, you can look up everything. I don't think you have to ask the judge for it. And I don't know what's going on with y'all court. I'm telling y'all, I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with that court in Atlanta. I don't like it. It's like they're very slow with some of the stuff that they're doing, and they don't fully know some laws. The judge don't. The judge just like dismiss it unless they protecting these credit bureaus. But I don't know. But every federal courthouse is going to be different. They're gonna have their own rules. That's what my professor said. They got their own rules. Y'all have sometimes your own deadlines. They don't have certain rules on how they want stuff to be done. Yeah, they are very slow. So you agree with that? Yeah, they are very slow. I don't like that at all. But I want y'all to make sure I said get y'all credit reports, download them and organize them in a folder. highlight all of the errors. I showed you all how I can do it for you. Track your credit scores. If you guys are already doing this, which is, I think y'all should really do them both. If it's not too late to still come to the live, it's a free live. Just get the workbook, and y'all gonna need this workbook anyway for when you are doing this one here, right? On in this workbook right here, we have a section down here where y'all tracking y'all credit scores anyway. I just don't like how this is, y'all. Y'all see how this light is really bad on here? Okay, let me see. Okay, y'all see that? Y'all tracking y'all credit scores anyway, right there at the bottom. So get this workbook so y'all can continue to track y'all credit scores, okay? Even though I'm saying get you 100 points in 30 days, y'all not gonna stop there. Y'all see on here the screen, the people that's on TikTok, y'all see on this screen where I said, oh, look how much their credit scores went up, right? We not done. We can't let them stay in the 500s. That is just 1 month. We gotta do this for a few more months, you know? So this right here is what I'm talking about with tracking it right here. So the class that I'm talking about right now, let me take this down. The class that I'm talking about right now, let me actually show you the thing because it's not up there. I had put the results up. Here is the times for the class. Oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to zoom in like crazy. So this workbook right here that we're doing, this one right here, this one is at 7 and 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every single day. We already on day 4. We did day 4 today. We got 75 days of doing this one though. So we're gonna stop this one December 31st. So the goal is have 180 points in the 75 days. So we want to go into the new year up 180 points basically. So we taking our time and getting our credit score up, but you're gonna take your time and really learn credit here. I say do that class at 8 o'clock and then stay for 9 o'clock, which is what you're doing now. But we're not really going to do work on this book until the first, which is next Saturday. But right now, I'm just telling y'all, hey, do this, do that, do this ahead of time because we ain't got nothing else to do but to sit here right now, right? Because I need to get used to just going live, and I realize having this extra coffee is probably not going to be good for me, basically, because I'm like jittery in an RNC. But I'm just staying on here live until 10 o'clock so I can get used to just staying on here live until 10 o'clock. And usually this is not our view, but I was trying to teach them earlier how to find like errors on a credit report. And it's the only way I can be able to show you all like errors by just like sharing my screen like this, you see? So that's why you have this angle today. But right now I'm just telling y'all like this is what we all should do ahead of time so we can have this stuff done. Like that's what we're going over now. So this class is at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We start November 1st. So that class gonna start November 1st. It's gonna end November 30th. I say do it again because I'm starting again December 1st. So do December 1st to December 30th because some of the stuff that's in here, you may not be able to do it that first month. You know, especially if you have a lot of negative accounts, it's going to be hard for you to probably get credit cards. You're going to have to start off with secure credit cards. You're going to have to wait to them add it to your credit reports. You know, depending on what your credit score is, a lot of stuff you could just repeat again. So that's why I say for the rest of this year, y'all doing TikTok, something we doing a lock in. Do the 8 o'clock class with this and stay for the 9 o'clock class for the rest of the year. Period. If y'all do that, then y'all gonna get some amazing credit scores. And don't forget the results that I showed y'all on the screen earlier, that is just 1 month worth of results. So when y'all ever see me showing like results like this, don't forget if y'all go to Credit Karma, y'all know that these credit scores not staying there. You better see when they there and take a screenshot because they're gonna leave. So this may come, you know, and only be there for 2 days. And then you got a new thing, whether your credit score only go up 3 points that month or it go down 4 points, you know it's going to change. And this is like some quick results. These are from when I tell y'all quick ways to get your credit score up, this is when it actually when it actually shows up on your credit reports. That's what these things are here. So if I say, hey, let's delete some accounts, this is all accounts got deleted. That's what this is here, okay? So I'm just telling y'all some stuff that I really want y'all to get done ahead of time, because we don't start this class right here until November 1st. So I say, hey, get your workbooks. And then too, when you buy any of these workbooks, you get added into a free course. Get inside of the free course because some people are just now finding out about this thing and we already done started. So I'm saying since it's you technically is behind in this because I still want you to watch the other videos, because I feel like I taught so much already in this one here. But you can go inside the course, watch the old videos, you'll be good. They're hour long. Play it while doing your dishes. Play it while you in the shower. I play plenty podcasts while I'm in the tub. But play it then and just implement what I tell you to do. So then when November 1st come with this one, you'll already be ready. You're going to be able to aim for more than 100 points in 30 days. And, we don't know how much your credit score is going to go up. Look right here. Theirs went up 129 points. That one went up 97. This went up 116. We don't know what number you're going to get. You're just going to do everything that's going to be successful so that when your credit score do go up, it's a great chance it's going to go up high. That's all you can really do. It's not like I can say, oh yeah, Ashley or Fallon on here. Fallon, your credit score gonna go up 90 points. Do this exact thing. Do this exact thing. I bet your stuff can go up exactly 90 points. I don't know that. Yours probably only go up 80. It might only go up 60. It might go up 129. I don't know, but I'm just gonna tell you everything you try to do so that you are on the right path. It's kind of like when you working out. We don't know how much weight we gonna lose. We just gonna make sure we eating right. We're gonna make sure we drinking water and we exercising. We're gonna hope that them 2 pounds are down every week. That's all we can do. We just gonna do what we gotta do to make sure that we on track, and then we gonna hope that those results are gonna be there. But if you do what you need to do, the results are gonna be there. So that's kind of what we're aiming for now. That's why I say just get y'all books right now. Make sure y'all prepare for a class that's going to start next Saturday. Okay, because I'm trying to get somebody was trying to talk me out of this class forever. Like they literally been saying, can you could tell people you're not going to come. I had plans for us. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. We got to cancel these plans because I already said that this is what I was going to do. I'm dedicated to this. Our class starts on Saturday. But that is a big day for me, but I don't care. Even on my birthday, I'm going live 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. and we're gonna do this workbook right here. So 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. we're gonna do this workbook right here. We already done started doing it. We already on day 4. Today was day 4, so tomorrow we're gonna do day 5. And then at 9 p.m. it's gonna be our first day. So next Saturday is our first day for this one. Okay, so y'all just do that now. Just get your credit reports, my Danny IQ, and call me if y'all or text me if y'all want to be able to talk. Y'all want to figure out what's going on with y'all credit, or if y'all want me to do this thing right here, this analyzer thing. If y'all want me to do this right here, y'all want me to hurry up and create that for you? Or then too, I showed y'all how to do like the 6 months of dispute letters, how y'all can get that done for you all for free. Just do all of those steps ahead of time now so that y'all be prepared. But if y'all already doing the 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock class, y'all already gonna be ahead because y'all already gonna have 2 weeks of knowledge before they even really open up their book, And I only say that because when I do my courses in college, I do accelerated classes. So like this semester I took 6 classes. I have 5 accelerated, so 4 already ended. They started in August, they ended early October. So they already ended, right? And then I had one that was all semester, and then I had one that literally just started last week. It started last week, and I'm gonna be done with that early December, right before I graduate. I love those accelerated classes, but I like the accelerated classes because I can work ahead. So while people are still trying to do discussion boards, they're still trying to do homework assignments. I didn't have that homework assignment done 3 weeks ago. Access to it. So you all have access to me so y'all can have y'all stuff done ahead of time. That's why I said just get y'all workbooks, get y'all course. And then two, if you already in here, you already doing this at the free 7 and 8 o'clock live, which is the same live stream. Look, y'all been live for 2 hours and 52 minutes. So 7 o'clock, I came in at 7 o'clock. I stayed for 8 o'clock, and now we're here at 9 o'clock, which is going to be this here. If you already here, you already gonna be ahead of the people that's gonna finally start this at 9 o'clock. And then some people only got this workbook here. This workbook right here is literally going off of this workbook. When I did this workbook, it's 75 days basically. I did this in the summertime. We started June 1st, and then it ended in, I don't forget when it ended. Or we started June 1st. Basically, I did it for 75 days and I was bored out of my mind. Because I'm like, we can build your credit faster. We can increase your credit score faster. So I created this on the 4th of July. I was like, I ain't got nothing else to do. Let me go ahead and do this. So we were driving to Miami. I created this. I put all the steps together, and then I literally just got it published basically. But this right here, it goes off of this. So on some of these days, they're gonna say, "Hey, look at this page or that page inside of your workbook." That's what this was saying here. But this talk about suing, this talk about utilization, it talking about getting y'all increases, talking about debt validation, it talk about late payments, it talk about inquiries, it talk about tracking, getting new credit cards, it talk about everything that y'all gonna do to get y'all 100 points in 30 days. So I suggest y'all go ahead and get this workbook for sure. And again, if y'all just not came in, this workbook right here is to me is mandatory. Even if y'all gonna do this right here, it's mandatory y'all have this so y'all can be able to reference um things that's inside this y'all can reference in here. And TikTok is getting me ready for the what do y'all call it? The Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So they already have me lower the price of this workbook to the lowest that I had it at, which is $9.50. It wasn't just $9.50 yesterday, it was $17. So y'all can be able to get this now because I have to lower the price today. So y'all can that's how I gotta lay it down like that for y'all to be able to see it. But y'all can get this for $9.50. Go ahead and get this workbook too. And y'all can go ahead and add this book on there about how to sue. But go ahead and get that stuff now. We're going to really get deep into everything on the first, but be prepared that every day is something that y'all gonna have to do. So I just want y'all to be prepared that all this that y'all gonna have something that y'all gonna have to do every day. I would rather y'all get some stuff done ahead of time. So the people that's already doing these classes though at 7 and 8 o'clock, don't worry, y'all already ahead. Y'all finna have y'all disputes done before they even start opening their book. This they first time. I'm ready for class. Y'all already gonna have y'all disputes done. And then we talking about disputes on this day. I could be teaching y'all something else. Y'all could be going over something else inside of here. Or if y'all what day we doing our disputes? Let me see. I think the third day we doing our disputes. Okay, see, first day gonna begin your credit school course. Okay, so the third day we gonna actually start disputes. Y'all already gonna know what to do for the first 3 days because I've been already taught y'all that in here. We already went over day one and day two. That's already inside of this book. Um, we're gonna go over day one and day two that's in this book. We already then went over this basically inside of here. So y'all gonna be ahead. And then the day that they're finally doing their disputes, y'all gonna already have y'all mailed out because we're gonna mail out disputes in 5 days. Some people already sent out their disputes, but I say no matter what, y'all, when y'all send out y'all disputes, make sure y'all send it out let me tilt it back. Send it out certified mail. I don't know what's going on with this light, but I guess as long as we're getting it done. Let me see if I've been missing any questions though, because I'm leaving out of here at 10 o'clock. Oops, I see it. What time is class? Yes, they are definitely slow. Do you have any attorneys in Georgia? I'm sorry I missed that. I do have a list of attorneys that's in Georgia, but the list of attorneys that I mainly have, they like to do identity theft. And it is attorney that I know they do multiple states, like they do Florida, Texas, Georgia, but they love identity theft. My best advice though, you all, because even with my cases, y'all, I tried to get these attorneys to take on my cases. They came with every excuse why my case wasn't good, but I still got settlements. Meaning I sued the companies and we end up coming up with some type of settlement. We end up agreeing on something, right? So I tell people, learn this right here and don't be scared to put your own lawsuit in because that's what I have to do. So that's tell people, hey, if you can't find an attorney, don't cry about it. It is what it is. But put your own lawsuit in if you can. So I say that's why we're gonna learn about lawsuits as we go, because that's something I'm gonna talk about. Okay, I talked about what law I'm gonna do. CFPB is definitely a joke. We don't care about them. Documents are very important. Blessed today. Thank you for that. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna make sure I answer this too. So they asked, hey, if I order this book right here, when can you start the class? Our classes are free here. So wherever you watching me at, just come back here at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's gonna be one class. That's gonna be one class, and then I'm gonna repeat that same thing at the 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time again at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So it's basically the same day in this workbook. I just teach it twice, basically. And then a 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is going to be this, but again, this don't officially start until November 1st, and it's gonna last until the 30th. I'm teaching the whole way through about how to sue. Period. Everything that we're doing inside of this workbook, technically we're all building a case. Whether or not you want to act on your case is going to be different. I'm not trying to be your attorney. I'm not trying to give y'all legal advice. It's just that what I have found personally is the steps that it takes to delete accounts from your credit reports. That's everything that you're going to need for a lawsuit. That's just what I found. So y'all want to get accounts deleted anyway. The same steps as y'all going to take to get accounts deleted, it's already what you're going to need to be able to take legal action against the company. Y'all just need to have all of the stuff done. And we're doing that naturally by doing disputes, basically. So I just say get the package of 3 of them that we have down there, and then I'll mail them out. And if you all get your books today, I mail them out in the morning. So I'll mail them out in the morning, and then I will also text you all a link to the course because y'all gonna need access to the course. But that's how everything goes. So technically it's 10 o'clock. This will be the end of our class. I go live every single day for 3 hours. If y'all ever have any questions, my phone number is there though, so text me, okay? So definitely text me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you all have. I do have my assistants that honestly is going to be want to text you. I only really talk to my members. So if you're a member, I'm always available to talk to you all anytime. My dedication or who I help that's not a member is this here. So if y'all ever want to come on here and talk to me, if we have extra time, kind of like until November 1st, we ain't got nothing to do at the 9 o'clock hour. You all can always come on here, ask me questions. And for this week, the people that is inside of this right here, I said, hey, I'm going to open myself up to you all for 1 week only, which is the week that we're in now. So they only got 4 more days technically to be able to have full access to me. But I say, have your credit reports available. That way we can know exactly what we're talking about. But yeah, while we're free right now, um, this would be the best time for us to be able to talk. So just get your workbooks. I'll see you all in class. And if you're just now coming in now, so you're going to really start that class tomorrow, when I text you the link to the course, all you have to do is put your email address in and then watch the old videos. That's it. Just watch the old videos. That's it. And then I'm also thinking about starting like tomorrow. I'm gonna do like a 1 day recap. Not a 1 day recap, like a 2 minute, 3 minute recap. So if you don't want to watch the whole class, I'm gonna merge everything that we talked about in the whole class. That's an hour. It's actually more like it's not an hour, it's more like 40 minutes because we got 5 minutes for y'all to come in. I'm going to teach for 40 minutes and then we got 15 minutes of Q&A for whoever want to ask questions. But I'm going to merge that 40 minutes into 2 minutes. Like, hey, this is everything we did in class today. Have it done. Y'all don't have to do that. Y'all missed the class and y'all teacher, y'all professor, like, this is what you missed. This is it. Okay. Go learn it. If, you'll be on track. It's kind of like that. I paid to join your is there a link for it? If you already paid, you already in there. If you already paid the $29.99 to be in a membership, you technically already in there. Do you mean is there a course for it? And Drew, text me. I'll make sure that you have all of that added because what you should have is you should be inside of a Strongest 75 course. It's a bigger course that have like more documents that is not going to be inside of the free course. You're going to have access to those documents. You're also going to be inside of my membership that has so many things there that, so you should be able to have those links. And then two, make sure, Drew, too, since you're inside the membership, make sure there's gonna be something called premium disputes. All that is certified letters. Yes, I just got an invoice. Oh, you just paid the invoice right now? So if you just got your invoice and you just paid it right now, once you pay the invoice, you're gonna get access tomorrow. But once you inside the thing, I would suggest tomorrow right away do the certified dispute so I can go ahead and create your dispute letters. Get these done right away, Drew. It's called premium disputes. So that's what I call them, but all they are certified dispute letters. So I need to send one to all 3 credit bureaus the first month. I'm gonna pull your results, pull your credit reports, see what's deleted, see what's not deleted, and then I'm gonna send 3 more letters out to each credit bureau, and then I'm gonna send one out to each company that's on your credit report. No, earlier this afternoon. Okay, so that means tomorrow they're gonna be getting back to you basically. They're gonna give you full access tomorrow. Yeah, they should be giving you access tomorrow. If she haven't given you the link like for the premium dispute, she should be sending that to you tomorrow too. But you're gonna be ahead with your disputes anyway, because usually when you all sign up for the premium disputes, I send those out within 24 hours. I mail those out within 24 hours. So that's why I need to hurry and get off of here because I told you I got a lot of I got a lot of certified disputes to even do now that I got earlier. So I need to get those done. I haven't gotten the link for that earlier. I'm just waiting to talk to them. And then too, Drew, what time if you already got that stuff done, let's get on the call tomorrow too. So I know I need to talk to Georgia tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. What time you think we should be able to talk? So that's gonna be 9 a.m. What would be a good time for us to talk? Let's just go ahead and set it up now. That way we can get that done. Good night. I'll call you tomorrow about the highlights on my score. Okay, perfect. Bless today. What time you calling me tomorrow? Let's set that time up now. Instead of my assistant just coming out of nowhere telling me what time I'm talking to y'all. I would know. Cause I gotta get them letters done. I'll just know, okay, just her get the letters done because I got a 9 o'clock call. Her get the letters done. Let me know I'm open. Let's talk at 12 Eastern Standard Time. Kita, can I schedule one-on-one tomorrow or Wednesday? Yeah, so let's do it. If we can, let's do it tomorrow. Unique. And also Drew, let's do it tomorrow. But let me space y'all out like an hour because we probably be on there for a little while. Because when I talk to y'all, I want to tell y'all all of the errors on y'all credit reports. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what's good. Okay, so Drew, you got 12 o'clock. I want to tell y'all what credit cards I want y'all to get if y'all getting any. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about all of that stuff. And then Unique, what you want to do? 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time? But I want to do before my kids come back. And then what time for you, Blessed? What time you want to do tomorrow? If we can space it out, like I already got 12 o'clock, we can do 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. That'd be perfect. And then Eastern Standard Time. Let's see which one of y'all comment. My hubby too. He did everything. We could do a joint call. That'd be perfect. That'd be cool. That'd be perfect. Let me just see what time Unique and Blessed today want to do. And then that's gonna be good. I can just get those calls scheduled. Y'all gonna be out the way. Y'all gonna know what y'all need to do. Y'all can get on it now. Once I tell y'all what y'all gonna need to do. Okay, so 2 p.m. my time for Blessed. Okay. Can you do 1 p.m.? Okay, so Unique text me because with like Blessed today, Drew and all them, I know what their information is on TikTok. I can know like their real name. I can know like their real name, but just text me so I can make sure I correlate it again. So Blessed gonna be 2 p.m. and then Unique is going to be 1 p.m. So just make sure y'all have y'all reports. I'm gonna make sure I call y'all at y'all designated time, and then I'll see y'all at class tomorrow too after we do our call. Okay, so y'all understand that I got Georgia at 9 a.m. and then I got Drew and Hubby at 12 p.m. I got Unique at 1 p.m. and I got Blessed at 2 p.m. and this is Eastern Standard Time. And then tomorrow in class, we're gonna talk about the FICO and Vantage, which that's what you was kind of talking about earlier, Unique. We got different credit scores. It's not that serious. It's not gonna be that much. So uh, I'm gonna let a lot of people come into the thing tomorrow and just talk about stuff that they're gonna miss. Okay, tomorrow 1 p.m. Okay, good. So we on the same page, y'all. Okay, all right, perfect. All right, well, I am going to see you all tomorrow. So make sure you all get your books if you haven't already. You'll see like the little staying down there in the TikTok shop, or if you go like to my page, make sure you all are, where's my finger? Make sure you all come over here and make sure you all are following me, and then you can be able to see the TikTok shop. Get your books. I'm going to get those mailed out tomorrow, or at least my daughter is. That's her job. She's going to get those mailed out tomorrow. I'm going to call everybody that I have to call, and I will definitely see you all tomorrow. So good night to you all.
I'm almost 70.
Okay, so this is the video I was listening to. I want y'all to hear my video I was listening to. Y'all know that vegan lady? That's what it is. The vegan lady that's like in her 70s and she all muscular and stuff. You know, I used to be vegan before and I haven't been eating meat. I started back going towards being vegan, but my iron is off right now. So I got to give me some iron pills or something like that. I gotta eat something with more iron. But I was watching that video. I didn't want y'all to be able to hear it. But y'all know when I'm on TikTok, TikTok don't want to say anything about Amazon. So if y'all haven't gotten y'all books yet, y'all can get it on Amazon, but honestly, they're so cheap. They're so cheap on TikTok because TikTok had me lower this one down to $9.50, right? That's how much it's going to be for Black Friday, $9.50. So they already have me lower it down right now. So y'all can get this for $9.50, and then y'all can get like a package of all three of these too. If y'all haven't already, y'all can get all three of these. Y'all can be able to get these for $50. But if y'all going on Amazon, which is where y'all would go to get them, y'all are basically going to be paying like 20 something and then like $30 for um this one by itself. So if y'all can go on TikTok, go ahead and get it from TikTok because it's gonna be the cheapest there. But make sure y'all go ahead and get y'all downloads in the course. If y'all haven't put a freeze on y'all credit reports, go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this link, add it to the course now. Let me copy this link. I'm gonna add it to the course now, and then I'm gonna try to see if I can probably do some letters or try to take my butt to sleep if this coffee actually wears off. But I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope that you all learned a lot today. Bye bye.